I'm standing on the edge of a cliff. Realize there must be more to life than this. Reaching for the stars, traveling so far, like a dragonfly. Just grab my hand from heaven send. With me tonight, I run away. We'll never forget the past, but what counts is our brand new start. Even if it hurts me or I get scared, just come take this risk now. We'll be prepared. I run away. I run away. Reaching for the stars, traveling so far, like a dragonfly. Keep your secrets there, keep them everywhere. Just you and I run away. I run away.
Breathe you in like oxygen. Oh, in an otherwise suffocating world, I'm reaching out for arms, I'm drowning in the open-ended love we're making, girl. Exhale the past, inhale a future that lasts. Change my heart, change my mind. For the last time, wanna believe in the life I've led. I don't wanna leave another word unsaid. You know my heart will follow you in tomorrow. In tomorrow.
Energy show, live on the TOLE dough. Here in the 9, have mud in the blood, and we're only going up, yeah, vertical. Touching the sky every time that we glide on 75, all fashionable, so fashionable, so far from broke. Just letting you know that we get it and go. It's a big Nick energy show, live on the TOLE dough. Summer's too hot and the winter's too cold. It's a real sweet spot. If you stop and know, yeah, it's a big Nick energy show. So big, I'ma write it in bold. It's a big Nick energy show. It's a big Nick energy show.
The Picnic Energy Show, the podcast.
Hey guys, what's going on? I gotta start my music. Come on. It's always something at the beginning of the show, Corey.
You know what?
Every single time I've been sitting here for 45 minutes, ready to go, but soon as the show starts, guess what? All goes out the window.
It's the excitement about starting the show. I'm excited about today's show because we have a guest in studio.
Who do we have?
I don't know, but
Who do
she
we
seems
have?
pretty cool. She's kind of hot. Just saying.
Oh, shoot, if you're checking out that webcam and for some reason it's not looking good right now. Here we
My view
go.
is
That's
perfect.
better. That's better. First off, we do got Corey W. King in studio today.
Oh my God, I know him. He's so cute.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. If you guys don't know, we videotape this at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
It's 3
the
a.m.
only
It's on
time.
repeat all day.
It's the only time our schedules could all
Yeah,
coordinate.
3 a.m. to 3:10 a.m. Also, we have the SS Gina in the building. No, stop.
What?
That stands for Southside Gina.
No, it's not.
It's not a boat. She's not a ship.
It's not like those
No,
aircraft
it's not.
carriers?
Aircraft
It's
carrier.
not. It's not.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
Oh, okay.
I'm positive. We do have a special guest in the house. Make sure you guys say hi in the comments. We got Kasey from My Happy Place. .yoga in studio today. Hi, welcome.
Thank you. Thanks
Welcome
for
to
having
the
me.
show.
Hi, everybody.
She's giving you guys the big heart. She's live in studio, guys. It's not AI. Corey thought she was an AI,
Yeah.
which for people who don't know, that's artificial intelligence.
I actually didn't know what AI stood for. I just know that it's
Artificial intelligence.
It
Corey.
seems to be everywhere, so I'm accusing everything of being AI.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
You're AI.
I am not. That's mean.
You can't prove it.
That's mean.
Smart to be wary of these things.
That's so mean.
days.
Guess who we have on the phone right now?
Oh dear, I'm in trouble.
Guess who we have?
There's a
one
lot of-
guess.
I'm gonna go.
And it rhymes with cinnamon.
Okay, I'm gonna go
Rhymes with
the,
cinnamon.
What?
The delicious Crystal from the streets.
But a freak in the sheets. Crystal,
yeah.
hi. Good morning, Crystal.
That doesn't rhyme.
Oh.
Cinnamon and Crystal.
Hi. What's up, boo?
Rhyme.
What's up, boo?
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, what happened to your phone?
Well, it dropped and I have the flip, so now it doesn't want to open all the way.
Oh, she had this phone. She's messaged me. She's like, hey, I might not be on the show today. My phone is broken.
Yes, it's been broke since Friday.
What? Who waits that long?
Yeah.
Oh, because you got the weekend, so there's not too many things you can do throughout the weekend to make sure you get that
Right.
taken care of.
And then I went there today and they're like, oh, sorry, we don't have a screen for your phone. And
Oh, well, at least we still get to hear that beautiful voice. Crystal, what do you got for us today?
all right, well, I do want to start. I know you and Danielle are huge Costco fans or members.
Love
and
Costco.
Here they are, starting another outroar. Costco replaces their famous Kirkland chocolate chips with Nestle brand. And the members are not happy about this. Lots of responses came in, and Costco did respond back. I want to thank you for your loyalty to our KS chocolate chips. We have to discontinue them for now, and it is not a permanent decision. The price of cocoa has gone up considerably. We are not able to pass up on the savings to our members at this time.
What do you guys
So no
feel
more
about that?
Kirkland.
I think Nestle just stopped giving them a deal, so now they have to put their name on it.
So they're not selling their own cookies no more?
It's the Costco brand chocolate chips.
But the thing is that those are made by one of the big
Exactly.
places anyway. It's just with the Kirkland name on it. So it's the same thing. That's just with Nestle's name on it, and they're just not giving them a good deal.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
I can't imagine them going to taste any different than they've always tasted.
Right,
Well, the members
right.
state they are tasting different. That's what.
It's,
I think
that's
it's psychological.
It's bad enough that they took the churros away, and we called Costco wondering why they took the churros away, and they replaced them with a cookie.
Honestly, with Costco's $1.50 hot dog and a soda, you guys can charge whatever you want for all those other things or do whatever you want because a deal that good, you don't need anything.
Corey,
else.
check this out. You, Hot Gina, and all your 13 kids can eat there for under $3 total. Under $3 total.
I don't think you've met my kids. They're pretty fat, man.
Kasey, do you go to Costco? Are you a
I
Costco
do.
or are you a, what's the other one? What's the other?
Sam's.
Club.
I go to Costco.
Do you stop at the food court on the way out?
No, I don't.
Sorry,
I
we can't have her
have.
back
No.
in studio.
Missing
I
out.
have,
I'm sorry.
but I don't usually. No, when I'm with my mom, sometimes we'll do that. But
I'm going to be honest. I went to Costco once just to eat.
I do it all the
I
time.
bought nothing.
My dad used to do that. He'd
Yeah.
be like, I'm going to take you guys out to lunch.
Yeah.
I'd say, where do you want us to meet you? And he'd be like, Costco.
Yeah.
I used to go to Costco on my lunch break and just get the samples for my lunch. And that's
Oh, there you go.
$0.
Okay. Okay.
Right.
You ruined it by not getting the food, but since you do get a lot of the samples, you're back in good
That's a
graces,
free
Kasey.
lunch.
When I
Right.
when I
Right.
first became a single dad, I
Yeah.
would take my kids to Costco for the free samples, and then we'd stop and get that hot dog and a soda for $1.50. It was great.
And by free samples, you mean the food, not the single women.
Maybe both. You know, women love
Sorry.
kids.
Sorry.
My kids were so cute. They'd be like,
Sorry.
"We need a new mommy." It
He
was
didn't
dope.
wait till he was single to pick up single women.
That's true. He's still picking up single women.
They ain't gotta
Man.
be single.
Kasey
either.
couldn't even make it in the studio without Corey drooling. Soon as she got
Okay,
here.
that's
So
not the.
obnoxious.
I had to dump a bottle of water on you to calm
You
you down.
told me to go and greet her at the door, and so I greeted her at the door. It's not my fault. I look like this, and I'm gorgeous, and we had a connection.
When you started walking down the hallway, you were unzipping your jacket.
Okay, well, that is true, but there's reasons. I had reasons. I can't say. Okay, I don't want to show logos, and I got.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, I got a cute body.
You
too.
started licking your lips and you took your jacket off. So
Okay.
stop it.
Look, you got too many cameras.
Crystal, you got some competition this week.
Oh.
Oh no.
He's going to give you a break this week.
Poor Crystal. Whatever will she do?
So, okay,
What do you think
Crystal.
about this, Crystal? What do you think about the whole cookie fiasco?
You know, I've never been a Costco member, so I've never tried that brand compared to the other brand.
Did you just instantly want to take her to Costco? Come on, let me change your life.
I don't blame her, though.
only been
I don't
one.
blame her.
Just take her hand.
I don't blame her because I don't get anything. Like Danielle will go to get like the paper towels and things like that, like 8 gallons of mayonnaise, things like that. But
I hate going to Costco. Partly because I can't walk that well, and it
Right.
takes me forever to move around and get anything.
Right.
And Hot Gina will send me lists of things to get.
Pages.
Because we don't have
Pages.
a Costco near us, and there's one really close to my work.
Yeah.
And it's convenient, but it's like not convenient. I would
Right.
rather spend more money and just to have
Knock it out.
Like go to Walmart and have it. Then bring it out to my car.
Yeah.
If Costco offered that like curbside delivery service,
They do.
Walking
wait,
is
what?
good for
Wait, hold on.
Hold on,
Costco
what?
will bring it to your trunk?
Oh, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't say that. Sam's Club offers.
Why would you tease us?
Yeah,
that's really rude, Gina.
Well,
Do your research.
Because I thought about it for a second. Because I have both Sam's Club and Costco.
Oh,
That is a
wow.
fat
Someone
move.
lives in Sylvania.
that is
Someone lives in Adrian.
Adrian is a piece of shit. dude.
Hey,
I don't-
hey.
It is. I can say that
Hey.
wholeheartedly. That entire city can suck it. Anyway, go on.
Wow. All right. So if you're from Adrian, he's just kidding. We
No,
love you.
no, he's
I'm
not.
No, we love you.
No, 49221 no. That's what it is.
Anyway, I have Costco and Sam's
What
Club.
happened to you, sir?
So
Do
my
you need a hug? I know
If you offer.
He needs Jesus, Casey. He needs Jesus.
So why do you have 2 memberships?
cuz
How many pallets of mac and cheese do you need?
because
3.
at one point we had 8 people living in our house
Ugh.
when I was fostering,
gross.
and we had 8 people, and so and 6 of them were kids.
Oh, you were a foster parent?
Yes.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, hold on. What, wrong button. I'm so sorry.
So we had to get a lot of food. So Costco is good for some things and Sam's Club is good for other things. So we had to do both. Plus, it's better for gas because there's only one Sam's Club, but there's 2 Costco.
So it's better for gas to go to 2 different stores
to have
get
the
your,
option. To have the option.
to get your truckload of groceries.
No, I'm saying it's better gas prices because you get
Pallets.
cheaper gas prices.
She needs a pallet of milk.
And so
Yeah.
that's why. So no, I grocery shop, but Crystal's on the phone. We'll get into that.
Crystal,
later.
you're not missing anything because it's just you 2 at home, right?
Right. So I don't need anything.
Yeah, you don't need
big for us.
anything in bulk. Like, who needs a gallon of Miracle Whip?
I live
You know
by
what I mean?
myself, and the only things I go to Costco for are my kombucha and my toilet paper and my paper towels
Hold
and
on.
my tissues.
Hold on a minute.
And it's good for like 4 or 5 months. I don't have to go to the store for any toiletries.
You didn't tell me the doctor diagnosed you with some kombucha. I don't want that.
I thought that was an animal. What is a kombucha?
Kombucha is a drink that has live bacteria in it that promotes healthy
Yum.
gut
Oh, I thought it
health.
was the front part of your gut right there. What is? Isn't that a kombucha?
That's a fupa.
Oh, a fupa. My bad. My bad.
Yeah, so the kombucha will help to get calm down your fupa if you do indeed have
Oh,
one.
Corey needs that.
So
It
how
helps
dare
digest-
you?
For his ex.
Fair.
terrible.
Exes.
Fair.
So
Built-in fanny packs. But question: you're like that level of like Zen and like kombucha and like herbs and all that and everything.
Yeah, she's a whole nother level. Corey.
All right, I'm out.
We're gonna get to that here in a little
Well,
bit.
this
We're gonna
is
get to that in a little bit.
My personal, lifestyle. I do drink kombucha pretty regularly because it makes my stomach feel better, especially if I'm eating things like pizza and cheeseburgers. I do eat those things as well. Like I'm not a.
I might be back.
Crystal, what else you got for us?
All right. This one I know is really going to affect you, Nick. There's many recalls on the ready-to-eat packaged salads.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. I've been watching the news 24/7 in the living room. It's always on. I've been getting notifications. 3 people have died in South Asia from E. coli.
And you're worried about 3 people in South Asia?
Not gonna be me.
Okay, to be
Yeah.
fair,
Not
there's
gonna be you.
Not gonna
almost
be me.
never recalls on donuts or pizza rolls.
When's the last time there was a recall across the United States on a 10-piece nugget? That's what I'm saying. Google it.
Yeah. I
That's
don't
what I'm
disagree.
saying, Casey.
You
Google
have a
it.
point.
And
Yeah.
the nuggets will kill you long term, but the E. coli is
Whoa,
going to kill you
whoa!
right
Don't bring
now.
that negativity to this show, Gino.
I'm just saying the E.
Don't you
coli
dare.
will do it quickly. So you have time if you're eating nuggets.
Might
slow.
also make
It
you
depends on your
depressed.
journey you're trying to accomplish.
It's a
Slow death.
How fast do you need it?
Corey's got a 10-pack of nuggets on his back. Jesus.
Okay, so Crystal's
I thought
on the
we
phone.
weren't going to talk about
Crystal's
that.
on the. We can talk.
Basically,
about
Corey has a medical emergency.
it. Look,
Wait,
let's-
Crystal's on the phone. We don't
Let's
wanna-
get Crystal off the phone. She doesn't need to hear this.
Hold on.
Crystal doesn't need to hear how her man is in distress. We're
Well,
fine.
That's
Change
not
the
why.
subject.
It's because I'm sure she doesn't want to sit on the phone listening to us all night.
Crystal, what's that recall about?
It just states that there's bacteria, viruses, and parasites. So you might just want to rewash your already washed salad.
So what's
So I got to double rinse my lettuce, is what you're
Yeah.
telling me.
Or go to the farmer's market and buy lettuce from farmers.
Wait, so that's all we have to do for like listeria is double rinse?
E. coli. It's from when they use cow manure for fertilizer, and
Yeah.
then, so it will be at the farmer's market as well. So cow manure will
Yeah.
put E. coli. They're basically growing your food in E. coli, so you have to wash it.
I get that. But all we have to do is rinse it in the sink, is what you're telling me.
Yes,
That's what they're stating.
Yeah, and then there's also things in our water too. So
Either way, we're screwed, but I'm
So-
going to enjoy that 10-piece nugget.
listening to
being
y'all? I
poisoned.
can't
Don't eat
eat.
salad anymore.
You can eat. Trust me, it's fine.
yeah.
To go to McDonald's, you're fine.
Okay,
It's
fine.
going to be a slow death, according to SS Gina.
All right,
But you'll be okay.
I mean, I'm still alive.
Yeah. Yeah, she's still alive,
Barely,
even though she has
If you are the pillar of living, I am out.
even though she has a comorbidity.
you are.
You just change it every week. You call it something different.
What is the original word?
Like partnership, like two
Like co-parenting.
comorbidity.
Co-mobility. That's what it is. Co-mobility. Gina has a live co-mobility
like-
with listeria on the show here.
Like piggybacking, like comobility, like
Co-mobility. What else you got?
I think it's cool.
All
Mo
right.
D.
Cool Mo D.
Yeah.
It's Cool Mo D.
Yeah, she's
Artist.
Cool Mo D.
R. Kelly era-ish. What else you got for us, Crystal?
Okay. And lastly, we may now know the secret to living a long life. And from what a 110-year-old woman states, her secret: stay single, live alone. And
Deal.
that's all I have for you guys.
Wait, so Casey's single in the studio. You single?
am
'Cause
single.
She was fist pumping in case you didn't notice that.
she's gonna live forever.
And I don't have any kids, so I will
No
definitely
kids?
No.
I dodged that
Nice.
bullet.
Good.
You're
I don't
on
have
the
any
right
kids
path.
either, so
I'm on
Corey.
the right path.
What?
Thanks, Crystal.
Corey.
I have no children.
Stop it. He's got 9.
He's got more kids than
He's
baby
got 9
mamas.
kids and
9
12 baby mamas.
9 blessings.
Not really.
Blessings?
I have 0 blessings.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't.
When it comes to kids.
That is not the adjective I've ever used.
How old did you say, Crystal? 104 years old?
110.
110.
Holy God. I
What's
want to
the
be dead
oldest
by
person?
60.
What?
Yeah.
That's young.
Give me 15 good more years.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like in 15 years you'll want 15.
And then I'm going to have my
Yeah.
co-mobility. Yeah, pretty much.
You have
He's gonna
that
have his
now.
hover round. That's his co-mobility.
Would you rather be single or married?
Single.
Corey?
Oh, sorry.
Let me finish. Let me finish.
Go ahead.
Single or married?
Ooh, let me think about this.
We'll come back to you. SS Gina, single or married?
Married. I mean, yeah, married.
Casey, single or married?
Single.
She was so confident
And
about
if
that.
I was in a relationship, I'm not super religious. I feel like religion
Yeah.
and being on someone's health insurance are really the only reasons to get married. I
Agreed.
mean, other like
Because I'm not married, but Dubs and I have been together for a long time, and I'd rather keep that. Like, if you offer me single or what I'm in now, I want what I'm in.
No, single. This is the game. Single or married?
I mean, I guess married.
Corey, back to you.
After a long debate, I'm gonna go with single. 100%, 1000% guaranteed. I would be single.
Damn,
If those are
someone's
the
got the
only two
definitelys.
If
Crystal,
those are the only two
Crystal,
options, yeah.
single or married?
Married to the right one.
Oh, I
That's a
like
great
that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's.
This is for you,
that's
Crystal.
kinda
This is
where
for
I
you
was
right here. Hold
going.
on.
I might change my answer to Crystal's answer.
All right, Casey. By the end of the show, we're going to re-ask you that question.
Okay.
Crystal, what else you got for us?
That's it.
That's
all I
it.
have.
All right. We
Thanks,
appreciate you.
Crystal.
Bye.
Bye. That was awesome. I love Crystal. She's great.
I like her voice.
So, Kasey, My Happy Place Yoga.
Yes.
What is that? Gina said we got to have you on the show. Kasey's going to be a great addition. She's going to have a lot to talk about. But if you notice around the studio, we all have something in common.
We're all amazing.
We're all black.
Hey!
Is
On
that?
the inside.
Oh, wrong button.
I don't know.
By injection.
You don't. Whoa! I am not. I am not for the record by injection.
Explain your 3%.
Not stop.
Oh my god.
Nigerian. There's a difference. Better credit score. But yeah, we don't really do the workout thing
No.
or
So-
yoga.
Yeah, so to me, yoga is more of a lifestyle than a quote unquote workout. You can get a good workout in certain yoga
Yeah.
practices. I've been teaching since 2008, so a long time. And at this point, my classes are more focused on getting rid of your anxiety, getting out of your own head, feeling good in your heart and your body.
Yeah.
And the movement comes with practice.
Let's
So
start from the beginning, Kasey. How long have you been doing this?
I've been teaching since 2008. So how long is that?
Do the math,
16?
Corey. Hold on. Corey does our math here in studio.
Why do we let? He's not smarter than a fifth grader.
16 years.
That's 16.
Oh, that's good. Wow, really? Oh, wrong button. Sorry.
She also just gave the answer. All you have to do is just
16
look at the-
years. Like, that's a long time to be committed to something.
Well, that's teaching.
Yes.
I've been practicing yoga for 20, and when I first got into it, I was in a horrible relationship, emotionally abusive.
Yeah.
And when I went to a yoga class, it was the only time I felt like I could actually take a deep breath, not feel like I was walking on eggshells, and it, quite frankly, saved my life in a lot of ways. And so that's what made me fall in love with the practice of yoga.
So a lot of people think yoga is just like some type of workout, but according to you, it's not just something for your body, but it's also for your mind. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, yeah. So we hold anxiety not only in our mind, but we hold anxiety in our body. So anyone who's stressed at any given time, and any given day, you're storing that stress in your body. You're frying your central nervous system. So through the practice of breathing techniques and holding stretches and just being present in the moment, you can relieve so much anxiety. You can make your body healthier, improve your posture. There's so many benefits to it, not only physically, but more importantly, mentally and emotionally.
Nice. So it's a full body thing.
So
Gina, did you know that?
So yes, because
Yeah.
you said that we don't do. I do yoga.
Do
I
you?
I go to her classes.
Okay.
And
So they're very low impact.
so
We
here's
don't
what.
even stand up. Half the time we don't even stand. You sit
Okay.
and stretch
Right.
So,
and
like,
breathe.
So here's what you have to do. You have to throw everything you think you know about yoga out the window because
Oh, it's littering.
we have
It's littering.
Americanized yoga, and that's not what yoga was, I think, intended for, right? Like,
There's some different theories. So I've heard that Buddhist monks came up with these stretches so that they could have their body relaxed enough that they could sit in periods of meditation for up to
Yeah,
like
long
48
time.
hours.
Right.
Yeah, for long periods of
Right.
time. So it's always kind of been about being present in the moment.
Yeah.
yeah. So when I go to yoga, firstly, Kasey's really good at because I am limited as to what I can do. Like
I get it.
I can't
Really?
Right.
I can't go and do some of the poses.
Gina's not as flexible as you think, Corey.
Okay.
Well,
I'm surprised.
So I actually haven't been to yoga in a couple weeks, and I bent down to pick something up, and I stopped halfway. I was like, "Oh crap, I have to go to yoga," because because it really. When I leave there, though, I don't feel like I worked out. I feel like I got a massage. Like, that's the difference. And I did work out. I worked muscles, but she always tells you if it hurts, don't do it. She always tells you ways to modify. She reminds you periodically, like, if you don't want to go any further than this right here, then do this right here. So
Anyone can do this practice
yes,
with me.
And
So
if you have physical limitations, you can still go. You can accommodate. Like, that's the thing about yoga. It's not going to the gym and where you have certain workouts you have to do and things like that. You can
Right.
go and everybody can do this. I'm telling you. Corey's looking at me. He's
no.
really looking at me like real sus right now.
Yoga has always been one of those things that I just never really understood, and this explanation is explaining a lot more of it to me. I honestly thought it was basically like stretching, but
I mean,
like
it
you
is.
sweat, and I didn't understand how, and now
And weird
this is
poses.
My idea of yoga is a bunch of girls in tight pants bending over with their
That's
butt in
wrong
the
video.
air.
Wrong video.
Is that right?
Wrong video.
No,
Videos.
it's a co-ed class, and men go too. And I mean, your women want you to be flexible, also, guys.
Yeah, they do. Right,
I mean,
Corey?
that's not just a man. I mean, and
I can do the splits.
I can tell you from seeing the guys in the classroom that seeing guys doing yoga is sexy.
So, dumb question. Do you go to her classes? That's
Yeah.
the
Oh,
yoga
yeah.
classes? So, here's my thing. I've had double knee replacements, so I can't kneel.
I'm
How
just
would
fat
yoga
and
fit
can't-
in my life?
So I'm
if
just
I
fat
can't
and
kneel,
can't
get on
kneel.
my knees. Is that something
I
that
can't
someone
either.
like me?
Gina doesn't even have knees anymore, so she's there. You can. Be
Then what have I
accommodated
been
as well.
rubbing this whole time under the desk? What
So
is
there's
that?
a couple
That's that
things
thing
you
on
can
Corey's
do.
back.
What is that down there? Oh, it's funny. Little guy?
But I have really bad arthritis in my knees. That's my comorbidity, remember?
Yeah.
Arthritis in my knees. And my kneecap will like go out of place and lock up. Like I have
Ooh.
a hard time with my knees, and
I know the feeling. Trust me.
I
Before
can
that, yeah.
I can do everything, and she'll, like I said, and when you're doing it and everybody's on their knees and doing those poses, she'll say you can do it this way. You can they have a bolster, right? Is that what it's called?
Bolsters, it's just like a big thick
It's a
pillow.
cushion,
But
yeah.
if you can't get on your knees, you can do what we're doing on our hands and knees. You can do seated. You
Okay,
can
so
sit
there's
in the
different
chair.
ways. There's a way to adjust it
And
in
she
case you do
tells
have.
you as she's going through.
I've taught power yoga, which is a really sweaty, girls' butts in the air, high impact push-ups. I've taught that style of class.
Sorry.
I've also taught yin, which is you don't stand up, you're holding stretches for 3 minutes. It's super relaxing and restorative. And everything
my
in
favorite.
between.
What do you think, Corey? What do you think?
I think that I'm going to try it.
Yay.
I'm willing to go with you.
Okay. We will
willing to go with
we'll
you.
coordinate when we're gonna go, and I know like
next
after
Wednesday or Thursday.
You
we
have
could go.
4
Or this
weeks. I'm
Wednesday
only
or Thursday.
renting my downtown space through the end of August. And then I have other places where I teach that you are welcome to join, but my private class is end August 31st.
Say someone wants to do a class and check it out. What do they have to do in order to do that?
Go to myhappyplace.yoga and you'll see my schedule. You'll see all the instructions, signing up. There's a little waiver on there. You just sign, making sure that, you're not going to sue me if you hurt yourself.
That's going to be me. I'm going to fall as soon as I get. I'm not going to
It's
fall
so-
going through the door.
It's so gentle. It's very unlikely, but you have businesses have to cover
Absolutely,
themselves.
absolutely.
And then she does have other classes that she does. If there was, I think, enough interest, she could do the power yoga. So, like, let's say that you're interested in that, talk to her and tell her, hey, I want to do a power
I've done yoga
class.
for bridal parties. I've gone to their venues and done a yoga class in the morning of their wedding for the whole bridal party. That's really fun. Bachelorette
showers
parties
would be good, too.
Showers.
So- Say it's someone's first time. What is to be expected on your first visit? Like, how long is like your first session? I don't even know if you call it a session, but how long is like your first experience?
Well, if you're coming to one of my classes, they're generally around an hour,
Okay,
and
that's not bad, Corey.
No.
it's
that's
going
not
to be
bad.
gentle and hopefully like transformative. To me, it's like my church. It's where I feel closest to the creator, God, source, whatever you want to call whatever created all of this.
So it really just opens up your mind, not
yeah.
just your body.
You
Like
just-
I
it
always
brings
thought.
you to the moment. Like nothing in your life ever happened that didn't happen right now. The past is muddied by,
That's true.
the future is
True.
unknown, and we worry
It's true.
about that unknown stuff. This
Yeah.
is the moment that we're supposed to be living in, and none of us hardly ever live in the moment because we're too worried about stuff that's already happened, stuff that might or might not happen, and we miss all this stuff right here, right now. So that's the practice that you take into your day-to-day life. And when you're driving around and something comes into your mind, you're like, oh, wait. I learned that I can come back to my breath in this moment. And whoa, there's a rainbow. There's a beautiful red bird. I don't know.
Right. I understand. It makes
Life
sense.
is
It makes
happening
sense.
right in front of our faces, and we're missing it. And this is the practice that brings you life.
Yeah, and,
Gina,
and
you-
I take it, and I take from her class. I take that into the real world. So now, I'm a worrier, and I will spiral, and I'll spiral really quickly. I do the what if, and then all of a sudden,
Yeah,
I'm
that's
thinking
how-
about things
same
that
thing.
are not. They're not going to happen. They're not going to happen, but you're already spiraling.
But you're building it in your head. Like,
So
what if
she-
this? What
yes.
if that? What if this?
Yes.
And what if not?
So
Yeah.
so what Kasey, one of the things she always says that sticks with me is she's like, if you start having your thoughts start straying, put it on you're picturing a leaf. She talks you through all this way better than I am. Put it on the leaf and let it float down the river. And I use that visualization. Like, nope, I'm not going to do this. I am not spiraling. I'm putting it on a leaf. It's floating down the river. And I am not thinking about that anymore.
And I got that visualization from another teacher.
Yeah.
I was up at 4 a.m. last night, so worried about a situation I'm in that I couldn't fall back asleep. And I went back. I'll teach you a breathing mantra that I say in my head when I can't sleep or I'm freaking out. I think in my mind, now I'm breathing in, now I'm breathing out. And I repeat it over and over and over again until all those other thoughts hopefully go away. And I learned that from a Buddhist YouTube
and it just brings you back to now,
a
so
monastery.
that anxiety then it goes away, and then you're thinking clearer. So now that anxiety is gone, and now I'm able to okay, now I can really problem solve what's really right here. What am I where? Because that's what happens. You're like, what do I have to problem solve, and you just go down this path. And so it brings you back to the moment, so you can or you can just think about nothing, which is wonderful. That's beautiful.
A lot of this actually sounds like meditation.
It is a lot of
and I've done meditation through a Buddhist temple and things like that. So it doesn't sound like something that's not in my wheelhouse. All that whole mind peacefulness thing, I'm eager to see what it'll do for me, because I don't have anxiety in the smallest sense of the word.
Yay, that's
there's
awesome.
nothing there, which probably isn't a good thing.
No, but your brain doesn't ever stop.
True, but that's not anxiety. That's just...
Maybe you don't know until you try it. Maybe it's something you don't even realize you got going on into your mind until we try this. And we might be like, God.
I'm going to try it. I'm eager to try it.
I'm down.
To see what it does.
And it is great for anxiety, but that's
I'm
not
down.
the only benefit of it. It's also, your physical well-being and
What's
all
wrong?
that
What's
stuff.
wrong with my physical
And I
well-being?
can I'm
Opening your
telling you.
heart.
I need you to go with
I
the
feel-
Receive love.
I feel
You need
the
to open up his
difference.
heart is what we need to do.
Well,
Well,
no, he
my heart's
literally
enlarged.
needs a heart
Not-
doctor to open
Not from
up his
that,
heart.
but emotionally.
Yeah.
I have a heart doctor who does very
And
well.
if I'm not mistaken, if you want a chance to go to one of these sessions for free, we're going to be giving a couple away today.
Yeah,
So
passes.
right now, we'll give one of those away right now to a listener. 419-280-2514. If you want a one day or one session pass free to go see Kasey, call on the show right now. Let us know why you think you would love that. Once again, 419-280-2514. Corey?
So this free one, what is the value of this? Like, what is a typical session run if we like this and want to go back and continue? What do
Good
you
question.
What does it cost?
So if you're coming to my Wednesday or Thursday evening at 6:15 downtown Toledo, it's $18 per class.
That's reasonable.
If you're-
That's a deal.
Yeah, and if you're coming to my class at Yogaja Yoga on Secor and Central, Mondays at 9 a.m., that's through Yogaja Yoga. So I believe a drop-in is $18 or $20, or you can get a 5 weeks for $50 pass there, which is a great deal.
I spend that in 2 days, like getting something to eat.
Yeah, and there are great teachers.
Maybe
at
one
Yogaja
day.
It doesn't even
Yoga,
take 2
so-
days.
Maybe
Like,
one day.
I'm thinking this past Friday, I know I spent way over that.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
saw
yeah.
myself
Oh,
for
yeah.
food.
419-280-2514. You can win a free pass to go see Kasey. She has a few more weeks left in downtown. Or where's your original studio at? Like, where's your studio?
So my studio was in Los Angeles,
Nice.
and it shut down during COVID. So I was teaching at a few different places. I was managing a studio in Venice Beach and teaching there for 10 years. And with COVID, everything shut down, unfortunately. So here I am in Ohio.
Big Nick Energy Show. Who is this?
Kristen.
Hi, Kristen. Thanks for calling.
Hi.
I'm out of breath just by saying that.
You definitely need yoga. You're out of
leaned-
breath. from
maybe
just
I,
answering.
maybe I need the
over.
Do a
yoga.
little breathing exercise.
I felt like I just ran a race. Thanks for calling into the show. Do you think you would really you think you'd really benefit from something? Have you done yoga before? Let's start with that.
Not like professionally. I have fibromyalgia, and arthritis, so I do like stretching and stuff.
Yeah.
But I know there's a lot with the breathing, and you have to do it a specific way. So I don't know all of that, but
Oh, you don't have
You
to.
Okay, well-
When you go, this is what she does. She talks you through all of that. It's wonderful. You don't have to know anything about yoga.
Yeah,
Nothing.
I've never done it like professionally, but Nick.
So
you
you've
might
been
have-
doing yoga illegally, is what you've been doing.
Yeah,
Under the table yoga, black market yoga.
That's so funny.
So, Nick, you might have seen my post. I went to the chiropractor. I've been having a lot of back issues.
Yeah.
And she was like, "Oh, try some planks." And then she showed me how to do it. And I was like, "Oh, that don't look bad." Well,
Oh.
it was bad.
Yes.
I tried it when I got home, and like my body went into a seizure, and I fell to the floor. Like I couldn't last more than 2 seconds.
Oh damn!
I've
It
been
sounds
there.
like Corey.
Yeah.
Sounds like Corey.
100% been there.
Sounds like Corey.
Planks are hard.
We don't do plank.
Yeah. Well, I kept doing it. Like it's been 3 days now, and I have been doing it like up to 4 to 6 times a day, and my back has not hurt that bad at all. Like
Really?
Planks
and
are
I was
great.
starting to have no hope at all.
So you're getting better.
Yeah, I think.
That's
I'm
awesome.
You're strengthening your core, which helps support your low back and vice versa. So plank is great for core strengthening. It works all the muscles of the body, actually, as long as you're in the proper form so you're not hurting yourself.
That's
awesome.
great.
Yeah.
But good job for sticking with it and getting that, win. That's awesome.
Yeah, definitely. So she would like to get you a 1 session pass. You can go in, check out a session of your choice, and hopefully it's something that you might benefit from.
Yeah, Kristen, if
All
you
right.
just go to my website, myhappyplace.yoga, and you can send me a little message there and let me know your availability, and I'll tell you my schedule, and we'll set it up.
Okay, thank you.
I did tag her on the show page, so like she said, just send her a direct message. Let her know that you won one of the spots for one of her sessions.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, you can message me
Okay.
through Facebook as well.
How long have you been a listener?
I think since the start.
Nice.
I might have missed like three
Okay,
shows.
so we're on episode 17 today, guys.
Wow.
Congratulations.
Wow.
Yay!
Yeah. Thank you.
Also, I have to give a big shout out to the production team over there. Hey, production team. Oh, we don't have a production team. Sorry about that.
I was like, wait, I don't see anybody.
Casey's waiting. She's like, wait a minute, someone else is here?
Someone's going to jump out.
All right, send her a message and she'll get you squared away. Thanks for listening to the show.
Bye,
Wait, Corey,
Kristen.
hold on. Corey has got something to say.
Oh, I was going to say, I have one last question about this whole yoga thing.
Jesus.
No, what do you mean? Oh, it's not even.
Even our guests are like, oh, God.
It's not even.
That was amazing.
Oh, Buddha.
It's not even for the caller. Caller, you're safe for now. This is about the yoga instructor here. So I can do the splits, kind of like I used to be way better at it.
Oh, God.
But with yoga, could you like help me do the splits again? Is that something they
I
can
have
do?
never been able to do the splits, and I've been practicing for 20 years and teaching for 15.
Maybe Corey can help you do the splits.
Here's the thing.
Wait a minute, that sounds
Some
bad.
people-
Hello,
Never mind.
man.
Stop it. Stop it.
Do we see the way he's built? If he does the splits, he's not getting back up.
Absolutely
I get
not.
up all the time. I can.
Wait,
do
why
them.
do you
It's just-
randomly do the split? Give me a scenario where you just have to do the splits.
When he's walking around the house in his leotard?
Hey, Corey, pick your favorite cereal out of the aisle, and then you just do the spin into the
People of
splits?
all sizes can do the splits. Some people are born with genetically shortened hamstrings and will never touch their toes, no matter how much they stretch. Some people are born being able to put their foot over their head. So one thing I tell people is don't worry about how far forward you're folded. All you need to worry about is how you feel in that position. Are you being down on yourself? Are you beating yourself up? Then we let that go and we come back to accepting us where we are, breathing into our heart space, and loving ourselves exactly as we are.
Back boob and all.
Boom.
You know what?
Oh,
Sorry.
all right. Thanks for calling in.
That was
We'll get
beautiful,
squared away
Casey. I
with you.
didn't mean
Thank
to.
you.
All right,
Bye.
thank you. Hey,
Oh,
Oh, she was saying something.
sorry, Kristen.
Well, let's call her back. We're going to call her back. I think this is her number.
We're just calling some random person.
hello.
Hey, you were saying something. I'm sorry. We hung up on
Yeah,
you.
no, I just wanted to let you know I liked your TikTok that you and Daniel and Ashlyn did.
I did that TikTok challenge last night about give me the money.
Have you guys seen this?
No.
Locked out of my TikTok.
So it's
All right.
here. Gina has not seen it yet, and basically you start, and then everyone claps, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So go ahead, start.
Give me. Is it give me the money?
Give me my money.
Give me my money. Yeah. You got to clap, Gina. Yeah, Corey, your turn.
All right, just give me my money.
Yeah. All right, Gina. Gina, you do it.
Do what?
Yo,
gotta
give me
say-
my money.
Yeah.
This is a challenge?
Yeah, you
I'm
do it,
not
Gina. Your turn.
You're all challenged.
No, it's
No,
your
and now you got to do it.
Just do it.
Give me my money.
Boring.
I got her. She's like, what just happened?
That was not a challenge.
That didn't go as well as I thought it was going to.
Well, you didn't really have much fun with it.
No.
I'm confused.
You're just supposed to sing.
Welcome to the show. All right, thanks for the TikTok challenge. I hung up on her again. Sorry about it. Damn it. think I'm out of minutes.
You're the worst.
Oh my
Our phone line is crisp. I'm sorry, but we say that every week. That's crisp.
Really good quality.
We have satellite.
Nice.
SpaceX or something like that.
I love the way every single week you guys just like jack yourselves off about the phone.
Yeah, I did.
I mean,
before
about
the show.
about the studio. Like, look at our
did before
studio.
the show.
Look at our awesome studio. Listen to our awesome studio.
We got to be proud. We don't have much to be proud of, you know.
Look, we're not getting
It is
paid for this
beautiful.
show. A lot of money has gone into this show. We need people to recognize
Yeah, we're gonna
the
need-
sacrifice.
If anybody wants to donate a 5 spot to this show.
You will know
Hey,
how beautiful our
check this
studio
out, though.
is.
Breaking news. Breaking news.
Okay.
It's official. I got the paperwork in an email today.
Oh, yay.
The Big
I already
Nick
know.
Energy Show is officially trademarked.
Yeah.
Woot woot.
Yes. Got it in the mail today. Or email from Asia. Yeah.
Nice.
From Asia?
Yeah.
Are you going to get Big Nick Energy
Did you send
show?
them money?
Yeah, I sent him Bitcoin.
Oh. Okay. We're definitely
Some-
trademarked.
There's not a doubt
Yeah,
in my mind
officially trademarked.
you don't know what Bitcoin even is.
I did because I got scammed.
Okay.
By
Really?
having to pay someone through Bitcoin. We talked about this on one of the shows. About I got I rented a home. Fake bogus website to rent a home, and the guy was in the services, and long story. But I had to pay Bitcoin, $1,000. Lost it.
Ouch.
Yeah, that hurts. Oh Lord, big shout out to all of our sponsors. We got Nico over at Muddy Rags. Check him out on Instagram at Muddy Rags. You guys want something new to wear, some old school stuff you used to wear when you were a kid, just to look different from everyone else? Check out Nico over at Muddy Rags. Also, Danielle Alonso's Personalized Creations. You want to get a custom tumbler, some t-shirts made for the company? Check out Danielle over at Danielle Alonso's Personalized Creations. Also, Toledo DJs and ToledoPix.com, your number one stop for wedding services. Toledo DJs, ToledoPix.com. Also, Natalie's Love at First Bite, home of the Big Nick Burger. Add her on Facebook at Natalie's Love at First Bite. She has a huge calendar of where she's going to be. I know tomorrow she's going to be at Lowe's in Adrian.
Oh.
Corey can vouch for the food.
I can
because
vouch
he
for
had
the
it.
food. I can also vouch that Adrian still sucks. But
Hey!
Natalie's is worth the trip.
Hey!
Check it out. Lowe's is barely
Is
in town.
she ever
and
around
you can get out.
here?
Sometimes, once in a while. It's hard because they're out from like that area.
Okay.
Yeah. Also, Pandora Flooring.
Pandora Flooring, home of Shaw, Mohawk, hardwood, anything you guys need. Narrow store, wide selection, sexy staff.
Yeah. Also, big shout out to Seth for making our song intro. And a big shout out for Kasey at myhappyplace.yoga, who is live in studio with us, getting to hang out, giving up 2 hours to share with us. Congratulations on that. You're welcome. You're welcome, Kasey.
Appreciate you guys.
It's all downhill from here, just so you know. You're in our spare bathroom. Welcome. You really made it.
Very comfortable chair.
You really
the
made
lighting
it.
is amazing.
Thanks to Gina, because she complained about our old chairs.
Man.
So
it was
those
bad.
2 seats, because they were always guests, we had hard stools. Me and Corey, the only ones that had.
You had a hard stool?
Yeah. Hey!
So when I came in the one day, I was like, I'm
Hey!
not sitting
Wrong
there.
button.
And I stole Corey's chair.
Yeah, messed up everything. Messed up the video because they're already adjusted, and we had to, insurance.
I mean, it's hard to sit on wood even for 5 minutes.
Hey!
Not for
Not
me.
with Corey.
I'm just saying.
Corey said challenge accepted.
I will challenge that and lower your expectations.
Sorry, Gina, did you at least warn her before coming out here?
No, I had no warning.
You didn't give her any warning? We got to do another
I can
mass
handle
text
it.
of what you have to send.
I understand that, but she's my actual cousin.
I get that, but
And
I don't
so if
think-
she can handle me,
Whoa.
she can handle them.
Corey is all types of turned on right now.
It's fine.
that is-
It's fine. She knows how to handle herself.
You know, the downside is
Yeah.
that on the off chance that, she and I get a connection and I leave Hot Gina and we become
She has
madly in
standards.
love and
By talking
everything.
to her, she has standards.
Hear
Corey.
me out.
Okay, I'll hear you
At
out.
the end of the day,
I'll hear you
I'd
out.
still be semi-related to this, and I can't handle that. So
By this, he's pointing at me.
yeah, oh yeah. I think everyone knew what blob I was pointing at. But yeah, I'm just saying. It's just
know what that means.
I'm not.
Rude.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means.
The mass on his back is making him cranky. That's all.
You know what? We need to talk about this whole back.
Before
thing.
we get to the back thing, we got to give a big shout out because I forgot about all the chats today.
Oh.
So many highs. So big shout out to everyone saying hi in our chat group. We really appreciate it. If you're watching our show, it's live every single Monday on Facebook and YouTube Live. So if you're watching and it's Monday and it's between 6 and 8, guess what? You're watching live and you can comment on the show. And sometimes we read those comments, except today because I forgot. Because I got like 9 things I need to worry about. So big thank you to everybody who's saying hi and who's commenting. Paul Spencer, I noticed his, but we're going to add that right to the page. Finally got to catch the actual live show. Keep doing your thing. The Big Nick Energy Show.
Hi, Paul.
Thank you for that.
What's up, Paul?
Thank you for that. Appreciate that. Oh, Kasey, did you bring any topics with you today?
Well, I talked about the anxiety being in the body. That was one topic.
Yeah.
What was my other topic going to be?
I do that every week. I'm like, what was I going to say?
Well, I was going to talk about the name of my space. I have a really close friend that I own or manage the yoga studio. She was the owner, and I was trying to figure out what kind of practice or business I wanted to create. And she said, "You're really good at making people feel happy. Like, you should just get people together and teach them how to be happy. It's like finding your happy place. How do you do it?"
I like that. I like that.
How do you do it? It's happiness is a choice.
I do like your energy. You do have great happy energy. I do like
Thank
that.
you.
I do like that.
I am this way a lot of the time, but I also have anxiety a lot of the time. I get down on myself. And
I think that's normal. I think that's just a part of everyone's life. Because I feel that.
sure.
I feel that 100%.
Obviously, your vibe level is elevated beyond anyone else's in this room. So when you are getting down on yourself and you're having a hard time, how long do you allow yourself to sit in those negative feelings before you send it on a leaf down a river or whatever you do?
As long as it takes. So here's the thing. If you picture a snowball going down a hill, if you stop it, okay, so different analogy. You're parked on a super steep hill, your car, right? And the parking brake goes off. If you're standing right in front of your car, you can catch it. So if there's 1 or 2 thoughts and you catch it soon enough, you can get rid of those thoughts. If you're at the bottom of the hill and those thoughts spiral and spiral and spiral, you're getting smashed. And at that point, you either need to go to sleep, get in a deep meditative state.
That's true.
Drink yourself, which I don't recommend that.
But she does.
But that's
Corey got
okay.
excited
Hold
again.
on, wait. So we can drink on yoga?
No, Corey.
I'm saying
I need to hear from the expert. Can we drink on yoga?
You're saying how
My bad.
soon do I get rid of my negative thoughts? Like sometimes it takes 5 minutes, and I'm like, nope, I'm not letting that get in my head today. And other days, it starts in the morning and it'll go all day, and I'm just like, oh my, it's not going away. So you just hold yourself with love on those days. Wrap your arms around your sadness, anxiety, anger, work, whatever it is.
Yeah, sometimes you got to feel your way through
And
it.
that's it, because you can't force it to stop.
Okay.
But with these tools through yoga and breathing and, quieting the mind, you have tools in your toolbox to better handle.
She can teach you those things, Corey.
Yes.
I'm going to learn.
I'm down. Let's do it.
I'm teaching myself
down.
Let's
every
all
day.
three figure out a day. All 3 of us can go.
Okay.
That way we can talk about it on the show.
All right. Sounds
How
good to
about
me.
this Wednesday, 6:15 p.m. or this Thursday, 6:15 p.m.?
You see, I got a checking and a savings. And
I got this thing on my back. I can't.
Are you there next week? Are you there next week?
I'm there through the end of August.
Let's try something for next week, guys.
We have
I'm down.
four weeks left.
We'll talk about it next Monday. Gina, write that down for us, would you? Since this is kind of your connection. We'll set something up, figure out our schedules. But yeah, I'm open all next week, so
Great.
I'll be interested in trying it. I'll give it a try.
Yeah, bring some friends.
I like to be open-minded. So, and also, do we get Gina's discount for the show?
Yes, absolutely.
Nice.
Friends and family.
Save your change, Corey. Save your change.
Honestly, I was banking on that discount because at no point was I thinking.
You see, he's
I
got a
had to
checking
use
and a savings, and he's got to move some money
You know
around.
what?
So
Another topic that came to my mind
Yeah.
that I just remembered because you said that is I am all about the trade. When I lived in Los Angeles, I had a girl that did my hair, and she came to my yoga class anytime she wanted for free. I had someone, like
I love
let's
doing that. I
trade
love doing
goods
that.
for services.
Yeah.
Corey will do
Yeah.
your hair.
Dude, actually, I do
I need
know how to do
someone
hair,
to put
but
a bathtub in my bathroom right now.
Wait, really?
Yes, I do, and you might have to build a wall for it. Like it's
You're not-
doesn't Pandora Flooring do that?
at
He's not doing
Pandora
that.
Flooring and Supply, they actually do showers and everything else.
Okay.
So yeah, we can talk.
Let's do that.
Corey will talk to you.
So,
Of course,
yeah, I'm all
I have
about
no
the
clue.
Oh
trade.
God, now he's gonna need your number, and I'm sorry.
yeah,
I'm
I'm just
sorry.
saying.
I'm not responsible.
I'll
what happens
just
outside his
be
door.
their go-between.
How about
Yes, go
how
through-
about we
go through
discuss at
Corey,
Black Rock on Thursday?
Corey, look at me.
After this yoga?
No, Corey, look at me. No,
I just,
Eye contact over here.
Corey.
I'm just trying to get her in the shower.
5,
Of her dreams.
4, 3, 2, breathe.
Now I'm breathing in.
Put it on a
Now I'm
leaf.
breathing out.
Float it down the river.
Now I'm
Hey, I do have a vision statement. You know how most companies, you walk into their front door, they have a vision. Is that what it's called? A vision statement?
Mission statement.
Mission statement. Figured one out.
Okay.
Be classy, act nasty. That's our vision statement.
okay.
Be classy, act nasty.
You didn't want to run this by anybody else on staff? Or?
I thought it
That just
sounded
popped
better
in
when I
your
said
head,
it about myself.
Okay, all right, yeah.
I'll give that one to myself.
Yeah.
I am classy AF. That's what I say.
And I'm nasty AF, so.
I think you can be both, lady in the street.
Like Crystal.
Why are
Like
you censoring
Crystal.
yourself with freaking the sheet? There's so many worse things you could have said. And you're just like, like that.
What's Crystal's?
I'm trying to be mysterious, Corey.
The usher.
News in the streets.
News in the streets, but a freak in the sheets is Crystal. Yeah. Her and Corey been having this on and off relationship for a long time.
I mean, it's more so on.
Isn't she married? Is her husband
side.
okay with this? Is
she's
her
not married.
No, she's very available.
I don't know what hers. I don't know what to ask her next week. I don't know.
She just keeps getting held up on the whole you're in a relationship and I don't cheat, whatever stuff. So
Yeah, I'm not a good sharer.
Yeah. Yeah. Neither is Corey with food. Obviously, you can't tell by looking at him.
Coming from you?
Hey,
that hurts.
Black kettle? I'm sorry, that was racist. I'm sorry.
Can you say that?
I meant the kettle black. Is that what?
Pot calling the kettle.
So I never even
I don't have your back on that one, boss.
All right, sorry, intern.
I never even understood that whole the pot's calling the kettle black thing.
Yeah, what does that mean? I tried doing that, but it sounded racist when I just said it.
Kettles aren't always black.
The color black is not racist, number one.
I know.
Number two, back in the day, they were all black. The cast iron skillets and things, that's what they used, is the cast iron. So they were all, so the pot calling the kettle black, they were both black is the point.
God,
Can I ask something stupid? Don't make fun. I'm being 100% serious right now. What the hell's a kettle?
Like the little teapot that goes
water in to make
Oh, a
tea.
teapot?
Yeah.
I think it's called a teapot.
That's exactly.
Well, you gotta call it a kettle.
Because a teapot is ceramic and
I
a
believe it's
kettle
British.
is copper or some other form.
Oh, British? Oh, I know British. Hello, mate. Hello, mate.
The term kettle comes from Britain.
Big
Oh.
up in.
I'm pretty
Hello,
sure
mate.
mate is Australian.
Spice
Gina,
Girls.
what are you doing? Why every time?
Because you don't.
Stop ruining my mojo.
She's a ruiner.
British Australian. Australian British.
They're the same place.
feel bad for your man at
It's
home.
Have you
"Tell me
ever
my
been to
farmer's
either?"
Market lettuce has poop on it.
Hello,
I didn't
mate.
need to hear that. My farmers tell me where their lettuce comes from.
Right, but
before-
they grow it with poop.
Yeah, but it's not the same as a factory made.
Kasey, get rid up on that mic.
Where
dear.
do you think they don't make it in a factory? They grow it in a field with poop and fertilizer.
What are we
Yeah,
talking
that
about?
has a bunch of chemicals.
Pesticides. I
sprayed
ruined
on
her
it.
life by saying farmers market lettuce has poop on it.
No, you didn't ruin my life. I'm just saying you ruined moments by coming in with your.
Okay, kettles.
Yeah, kettles.
Let's get
Black
back
kettles.
on track here. Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Sorry, I
What
point
happened?
out facts and it bothers people.
But
My bad.
I don't know if I agree with those facts. That's what I'm saying.
That's the best part about this show.
I think that's a
Some are
difference
good, some
between
are not.
Fact
The
and
best part
opinion.
about this show is that you don't always have to agree with the facts.
Yeah.
I think there's
Yeah.
a difference between
There-
farmer produce and mass
Pesticides.
Produce.
That's true.
That's all I'm saying.
Farmers are more healthier, I feel.
Well, directly from the farmers, cheaper, and generally they use less pesticides, but they all do.
Because you went to Claudia's Food Mart last week because you're drinking them things. How were those things? Were they good?
So I
Are they
actually
okay?
know the owner of the juice.
You know Claudia?
Oh,
the juice people.
of the
Yeah, makes
Midwest
sense. Okay.
Juicery. An old friend of mine from like a long time ago, and I was just trying to support.
Yeah.
They were always good, and they're still good, and it's Midwest Juiceries.
Oh, they are very good.
Where
yeah,
is
you see
that? I'm looking for a juice place.
Claudia's
Food
here in
Mart.
Well, they
Secor.
sell them at a lot of places,
Yeah.
but it's Midwest Juicer. You can look it up online too.
And Claudia's a local spot too down the street.
So we actually used to work with the guy that started, and when they first started, he used to bring them in for us to taste test. And my favorite was like the lemonade with cayenne
sounds
pepper.
so good.
Oh my gosh,
Lemonade
it was
sounds
so
so
good.
good.
Yeah.
So
That's a cleanse right there.
Yeah, for
Honey,
sure.
lemon, and cayenne pepper.
Oh,
Drink
it
that
was
for
so
5
good.
days and no solid food. That
Clean
bump
you
on
right
your
out,
back,
son.
That bump on
Well-
your back will be gone. Like
I will say that I had the beet juice, and I had another one, something I think with spinach in it, and
Good stuff.
I was
Yeah, they're
good
good.
stuff, but I was cleaned out.
I love
that was
juice.
certain.
I really
Thanks,
want to
Corey.
go. Can we talk about Camel Corey?
They're good people.
Camel toes? Wait,
Camel,
what?
Camel Corey?
Camel
Camel toe
Corey.
Corey.
What's a camel Corey?
Camel Corey with the hump on his back.
Oh yeah, so
All right.
Corey comes in. He's like, "Hey, I think I have a little something on my
Corey
back."
the camel has one hump.
I'm like, "Come over, let me feel it." He has this thing on his back. It's probably the size of an iPhone.
Yeah.
And it's like a solid mass under his skin. I'm like,
And
bro,
it's
that's
hot
like
because I'm pretty sure it's a
that's
cyst.
super dangerous. Like you shouldn't be here. So let's get through the show first, and then maybe go to the ER. Like
I love how he's like, "Oh, Corey, this is dangerous. You got to see somebody
after
the show."
Yes.
So
can't miss the show.
Priorities.
Can't call off
How
when you're
long
here.
has it been there so far?
like last night it started forming, and then this morning it was what it is now.
Yeah, you need to go.
No, you
Not
should go
right this
today.
second, but
Like after the show.
I got too much stuff to do, so I'll just push.
You're not
it
going to
off.
get to them things if it's something bad, Corey. Yeah,
You don't
get on
want-
it.
You don't want that thing to get bigger.
Are you one of them guys like you have a problem, but you're afraid to open a can of worms, basically?
Okay, so exactly because I get treated by the Cleveland Clinic with 6 different specialists.
Yeah.
That are always probing me and doing various things. If I bring this new thing to them, like I'm going to let them know, like, hey, this is going on. But if I actually talk to a doctor about it, that is a long list of specialists and treatments and X-rays and probes,
CAT scans,
and I've had similar things on me before. Not this bad, but they go away eventually, and
It's literally the size of an iPhone. It's like a solid rock.
Yeah.
Like it's not even soft.
Yeah.
It's under his skin.
It's a cyst, I'm pretty sure.
So if you got any nurses listening to the show, what could it possibly be? Can we do something on the show to get rid of it?
Absolutely TF not. I am
TF.
not. We are not going to be Dr.
Hold on.
Pimple
I do
Popper.
have a letter
it's
opener.
It's a nail file, isn't it?
Yeah, but I got letter opener and scissors and gum. I do got gum.
We
Gum?
can cut it with the scissors. Do you have
I do have the
rubbing alcohol?
I know, but I have the vodka signed by 50 Cent, so we cannot open that.
If I can drink that vodka for my anesthesia,
Not
you
opening
guys
it.
can do whatever you want. To
Nope,
me.
not
We need
opening
a
that
shot
again.
of vodka, and then we
especially you.
sterilize it with vodka.
Kasey.
Poke it with the scissors.
It's signed by 50 Cent.
Well, we don't need to open that vodka bottle.
That's all I have. That's all I have in the house.
Why are we acting?
You know
gotta
what?
be a
I do have a
liquor
Capri
store
Sun.
downstairs.
Does that work, Gina?
I mean, I'm leaving before any of this goes down. I'm not going to watch cottage cheese come out of his back.
Oh,
That's not happening. No,
That's
no, thank
disgusting.
you. I'm not going to sit here and then when it's done, it's going to look like you got shot with a shotgun.
Oh, speaking of cottage
No.
cheese,
You've never popped somebody's pimple for them?
that's huge.
No, there's a difference between like popping a little pimple and what's about to happen with that.
I don't know what's gonna happen with this. This is probably just gonna go
Watch
away
us
and
stab
it'll
you
be
with
all-
scissors and then it's not even a pimple.
Why are we all trying to stab
Gina,
you?
just so you know, you might be in that seat next week. And if you have any ideas for another co-host,
if it
you're
pops
probably
on that
gonna need
seat,
it.
I won't be in that seat.
Yeah, I said if he dies though, let's do it like soon. So because we got next week's show.
Yeah,
to
if you
I need to know if we.
Die before Friday.
Casey,
so
you
that
might
we
have to
can-
come back next
Corey,
week. Just let you know.
don't die.
That is my goal.
I mean,
You're
That's-
going to be okay.
That's going to happen.
Thank you, Casey, for that reassurance.
Take a deep breath.
He's got a pacemaker.
Listen, Corey, if you make it through this,
Had a stroke.
stop doing that. He's a mess, Casey. I don't think he's the right guy. I don't think.
Well,
I'm not trying to be the right guy. I'm
Unless
trying
he
to-
puts her on his life insurance policy.
I have a really good life insurance policy, actually.
Casey, you said you're in the single life, so you're kind of dating. We're not going to get too much into that, but on a dating level, because we're all kind of these two. Corey especially. I don't know if he's in a relationship or not. It says he is,
Ish.
but the way he dresses says he's not. So, what?
We're literally wearing the same thing.
Oh,
No,
what do you look
yours
for?
is way more faded.
What do you look for?
Your blacks don't even match.
I will ask this often.
Dang, your blacks don't match. She was pointing
I
to your
didn't
skin.
even get the note to wear a black shirt.
Yeah, I didn't realize that. Look at we can't even see Corey's face on the camera because it's blending into his shirt.
Oh no, that's too much. Too much. Buzzer yourself.
Yeah,
please.
buzz yourself.
Wrong button.
So Casey, what do you look for? What's the nowadays going for guys? Like, what are you looking for? Like, what's the
Oh my
what
goodness.
do you look for? We want to know what the single ladies like. What they look for.
Somebody
in
asked
guys.
me like, what's my type or what am I looking for? And at this point in time, I don't even know. Just somebody to have a good conversation with, someone who's open to different beliefs and perspectives and not in a little tiny box of, politics and religion and stuff like that,
Right.
I guess.
Would you be okay if like someone had like 5 kids?
It depends on how old the kids are. I'm not trying to be
She's not a little kid
stepmom
person.
to little kids, but if they're grown, I'm 48, so chances are most people my age
Sure,
have
they're already gonna have some kids.
children
a little
that
bit
are
older.
well, that are grown usually.
Right.
I'm dating, just looking for my person.
Since you're
someone
dating, what are you finding out? Like, are guys just trash these days? Like, what's the biggest thing you're just like, oh, I knew it. I knew it.
I've met some really decent people that just were more of like a friend connection. On the dating websites, it's just a lot of I don't know.
It's tough. I can only imagine. It's got to be tough.
I think it's kind of looks like a hookup world right now. Like everybody's just trying to hook up, and doesn't seem like anybody's looking for anything too deep.
I don't feel like guys are like there's no nothing original out there no more. Like everyone's like full of shadiness and like.
I don't think that guys these days have personalities to withstand conversations longer than what do you want to do? Like you have to have some sort of depth
in the video games.
Yeah. Like some sort of depth and be open-minded and adventurous and get out there. You can't be on your phones. You really need to put yourself out there if you want to find someone. And unfortunately, these guys still get laid whether they're doing that or not. So they're not going to really change or step their game up.
It's too bad. It's too bad because the good girls out there that are looking for someone solid, they're not. They're crap. Mm-hmm. They're crap. And it's just, I feel like it's just a common thing.
It's tough out here.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
But I'm also, I'm pretty happy to being single. I like my space and my alone time, and I'm
not being locked down. You know what I mean?
Here and there, so I get out. Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's okay. But yeah, when I'm on a date, I'm asking somebody like, well, what do you think about quantum jumping to different realms of existence and reality? And they're like, what?
They're like, what are you talking about? Do you even know what that is, quantum jumping, Corey?
I do, but it's the first time I've ever heard someone else mention it, which is freaky. But yeah.
Oh, great. Now
it's almost
be calling you after the show.
It's almost like mental time machine travel, like time travel.
Well, there's other
oh no.
realms of existence where
move aside, peasants.
Parallel realities. So I won't get too deep into it because I don't want to spiral.
We'll save that for another show, Corey.
I still want to ask you. I'm gonna.
Go ahead.
How many parallel realities
Gina,
can you control at one time?
I haven't really mastered the quantum jumping yet. I'm just now getting into it. Yeah.
Gotcha.
I didn't know anything about this, Nick. Don't look at me like that.
Speaking of pet peeves, check this out, guys. Check this out, and I noticed this the other day. Someone brought this to my attention. When you're going out to eat and the waitress brings your bill once you're all done after your great meal, you pay them cash. You're like, here you go. You hand them the little pamphlet, whatever it's called, and they say, do you want your change? Does that bother you?
No, I was a waitress many, many years, and I would ask because either one, they're going to say, no, keep it, or they're going to feel a little guilty and say, no, keep it. And it's tough out here. You got to make that money.
Because someone said they paid with a $100 bill. The bill was only like $40.
Well, that's different.
So I think that it depends. There is a little thing and like
wiggle room. There's some
because
wiggle room.
it depends on how much, But if it's like around what a normal tip amount would be,
15 to 20,
then you would say like, do you want your change? Because otherwise, think about it. You give the waitress the money. She goes back. She spends time making change for you. Brings it back, and then you leave it on the table.
Yeah, but they're assuming right away that they deserved a tip by them saying that.
I mean, you should never, ever, ever not tip, even if you're.
I agree, but I have to look at it both sides though.
Yeah, I don't.
It's
see
not
it.
so black and white.
I will say this about that.
Yeah.
Waitresses know when they do a horrible job, and they know if they did a horrible job, they're not going to ask the question, do you want your change in those situations? If it's a situation where they believe they are going to get a tip, as they should here in the United States, that has a very screwed up tipping process to begin with. It's a whole nother story for another day. But in those situations, I get it. I always get a little weird when they do that because I'm a fairly decent tipper and I always want to give them more. But if, like, let's say the change is $10 and I was going to leave them 15, I say you can keep the change, and I'm not leaving a $5 bill on the table.
Or you just hand them the $5 at that time.
Well,
then say keep the change.
The way that my body moves, that ain't gonna ever happen.
But I feel like it's not their job to say that. I feel like it's my job to say keep the change.
Yeah, I get both points.
Yeah,
I think it depends on the amount and how much they give you. If it's
like, don't get me wrong, I'm a good tipper. I always tip. I'll even tip at places that typically you probably shouldn't. I'm always tipping.
I think
don't
something
mind.
to consider too is that unfortunately there's a large amount of people that don't tip. And so I mean, you got to think that he or she may have had tables prior to you that just didn't bother tipping them at all. Yeah. So if you throw that out there, do you want your change? Then maybe that's just their way of ensuring that they're going to get something because they haven't. So I mean, I think that you have to give a little bit of grace.
I do, but I feel like it's a small percentage of being rude.
I don't think it's necessary for them to ask, do you want change? I agree with you on that, but it doesn't bother me. But not a lot of things bother me. So.
If they had said, I'll be right back with your change, and then put the ball in your court of go ahead and keep it. Is that what you're looking for?
That's acceptable. In my opinion, that's acceptable.
So you're like a control freak.
Not a control freak, but I don't feel like it's your place to automatically assume.
You should assume if you're at a restaurant that you're going to be getting a
tip. I
don't
feel that way, though. My opinion, and I respect yours. Yeah. I just don't feel that way.
Yeah, fair enough. I get that.
I don't feel that. And that brings me to like what Gina just said. Like today, I don't really eat a big meal. I stopped at Marco's. I got some cheese bread and a couple bottles of water. And I went in to get it, and on the screen, it popped up real quick. Do you want to leave a tip? And he passed it real quick. I'm like, where'd the tip screen go? He's like, normally we just pass it up because it causes problems. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, people get mad at us because we have the tip machine. I'm like, yeah, but you're shorting yourself. Like, I wanted to give you a tip on there. Can you put it back for me?
Legally, I'm not sure how that works with like pizza places, but
it's like Marco's. It was Marco's.
If you're not making a waitress wage,
yeah,
it's legally illegal to ask for tips.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
So it's illegal.
I don't think it's illegal, but it is. I get bothered by that too. If you're getting paid at least a fairly livable wage, like you're getting paid $10, $11 for a single person in Toledo, and you're still asking for tips, that's where I'm kind of like, no, I'm not tipping you.
Yeah, it's the people that. But
that's your option though, when you're in control.
But for servers, remember, servers and bartenders typically make like $4 an hour, and they are counting on those tips to make ends meet. And if they're serving you and they're counting on those tips, and they work a 6-hour shift, which is a full shift for a server or bartender, because it's a lot of work. If you've never been a server, it's a hellacious job. It's awful.
I can only imagine. People are rude.
Terrible.
Have you been a server?
Yes, and it was awful.
Where?
Hooters.
I was it was Genoa Country Cafe, and I would introduce myself. I wore 4 pairs of those shorts.
I didn't do that.
That's all that fit. So I would introduce myself like my name is Gina, and I'm the world's worst server, and you got stuck with me today. I apologize in advance.
That's funny.
I made really good money saying
funny.
that, though.
That's funny.
Because and I would live up to it. I'm terrible. Like, I don't remember who ordered what, so I have to ask. And
it's like an icebreaker, but you're letting them know ahead of time.
Yeah, and then they can't be disappointed because I lowered that bar to the floor. It's not even a bar; it's just duct tape on the floor.
It's funny because when I went and seen Jeff Dunham, he says at the beginning of the show, it's something similar. He's like, just so you know, you're going to hear a lot of my old jokes. You're going to hear some stuff you might not be funny. So he kind of puts that ahead of time. Yeah. So it kind of takes the edge off a little bit, makes it more comfortable.
And then when you screw it up, you're like, I told you, like I warned you. But I used to get the best tips because they'd be like, you're not even that bad, and blah 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 blah, and then I'd get great tips. So I was like, I'm just going to keep sticking to that. But I am not a good server. And you know what really grosses me out, and it shouldn't?
Corey.
Yes.
Yeah.
Also, when
Corey,
when you
say that, Corey?
Only when you're standing behind me.
Hey.
When
you couldn't see me, it'd be like an eclipse.
When you're going, like you're the shadow.
Yeah.
Hey, that's okay, but I can't say okay. Okay.
Hey, I was piggybacking off.
All right, I get it. All right.
So
but I passed the line earlier.
When you go to clear the table and like your finger touches food that's on the plate, and it's stupid because it's not like they chewed it up and spit it out, but like you just touch regular food and I immediately start gagging.
Oh, really?
Yes. Like if there's mashed potatoes or something and I go to pick it up and my finger touches the mashed potatoes.
You start gagging.
So gross.
Yeah. What?
And it's not gross. It's just food on a plate.
Just texture.
Yeah,
texture
but for some reason in my mind it's really, really gross.
It is gross because it has strange spit from their strange fork that was on that strange plate.
I thought you were going to say I would lick my finger after.
No, that's justification then. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
So
thanks for the validation. But yeah, so that's another reason why I hate serving, because I don't want to bust my own tables.
So back to the tip thing. So would you say
tables now?
So at Marco's, I'm assuming the cooks there get paid hourly.
Yeah.
Yes.
So is it not okay to put that on the little computer out front?
So with Marco's, their delivery drivers are tippable,
right?
Which is why that feature exists.
So it's probably
well, and I think a lot of POS systems now have that automatically.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Like it's not optional.
So what would you feel about going into Marco's and you seen the tip thing? Would you skip
I don't tip. When I do takeout, I don't tip. Unless it's a place that I know. Like there's some places that I frequent that I tip $2 or $3 when I take out, but I don't do a lot. Like I don't do the full 20%.
So why some and not the other?
Because we're doing the work. I'm sorry, I'm answering for Gina, but I also, when I go to like Grape Leaf or Starbucks, I'll tip $1 versus the 20%.
Right.
And because you know what, you're
and
asking,
only at some
I like
places.
you guys. Yeah, I like you guys. You guys always go with my food, great customer service. Here goes $1, but I'm not doing the 20% because you didn't bring my food. You bagged it up and set it here for Lord knows how long before I came and physically picked it up. Like there wasn't.
I do it at Jed's Mommy. I frequent there, and the girl at the counter, and they're always really fast. They've never screwed up my order. Like it's good service, and the girl at the counter is always really, really sweet. So I always tip a couple bucks for her. So,
but even though she probably makes an hourly wage.
Yeah. But that's because I go there a lot.
And that those tips are probably being distributed throughout a lot of people versus just the single wait staff.
That's probably true too.
In situations like that, because there's you don't sign in and say, oh, this is going to be for Danielle or this is going to be for Mike or whatever. It's a collective.
Jeff in our messages says he never tips for takeout. I don't mind. It's always a couple bucks. Like
I always tip for takeout because it's the waitress that's taking your order on the phone.
Yeah.
It's the cooks who are making it who also don't make a lot of money. It's usually the waitress bagging it up and
some of those
taking
cooks
your
make
money.
a lot of money.
So the waitress is still doing, the work of getting your order right and together and in a bag. Not 20%, but I tip $2 or $3.
Yeah.
Why not?
Like once at McDonald's, I threw the dude that was taking money. I threw him a 20. And the reason for that is I feel like
you ate all their nuggets.
Besides that, Gina, yes. But I feel like they get so much crap and they get crapped on all day long.
They also forget things a lot.
You're right, and you're right. But I feel like once in a while, if I'm in that position that week, that maybe I can bless somebody a little bit.
That's
just to kind of
nice.
Not the normal.
The only time I think I've ever tipped a McDonald's worker was when they were closing and they chose to stay open so that I could get food.
That's great.
That I was like, you guys are getting the tip because you guys went the extra mile. But just the everyday stuff, I'm good.
And that person that day was extra mile, super friendly, asked about my day. So I'm like, you know what?
Yeah, that's different. I mean, I could see that. But that's just being a kind person. It's not necessarily a tip. It's just kind of blessing somebody.
Yeah, just being blessful that day, if that's a word.
Yeah.
Oh, Corey, what do you got today?
Well, since we're
we're
talking about tipping and customer service and things.
Yeah.
It all ties in, but my son Skylar went to Illinois. I let him use my car.
So you ended up letting him use it. No problems?
Yeah, no. Well, he did have some problems on his way back, but he made it to Illinois okay. He had a great time.
Kasey, real quick, the backstory was Corey was in a dilemma. His boy wanted to go to Illinois for the weekend with some friends.
How old?
17.
Didn't have his license that long.
No.
So Corey was like, what do I do? Do I let him use a car? Like, what do we do?
So I let him use my car. And first off, he almost had to cancel because the guy that he was going with got into a motorcycle accident.
Oh, it's okay?
And he sounds like he's going to make it. The driver didn't make it, though. So
that's horrible.
So he almost wasn't going to go. At the last minute, one of his friends said, hey, they weren't doing anything. They wanted to go. So they take off. On the way back, while he was driving, he says that my car stopped. And I'm like, my car doesn't stop. My car's a soldier. Like, what did you do? But I'm not saying this. So I'm like, you know what? When it gets back, I'll drive it and I'll figure out what it is. It gets back. It sits in my driveway for like a few days. I don't think about it. And so then I go to work and I'm running late. And when you're running late at my job, you have to get everyone food in the morning.
Yeah.
And so I stopped at Chick-fil-A in the Chick-fil-A drive-thru.
Great sandwiches.
Great. A lot of things, but their customer service is unmatched, and this is why. I turned my car off to order so they can hear me more clearly.
Right.
And my car would not turn back on. And
no.
I say in the loudspeaker, I'm like, hey, this is super embarrassing, but my car just shut off.
And they bought you a new car?
And kinda. They're like, we'll send someone out. And this gorgeous man, Christian, comes out, and he's like, hi, I'm Christian. I'm here to help you today. What can I be of service? He pops open my hood. They push my car out of the way. They give me a jump. They then hand me my food, and I go to hand them the money, and they're just like, you've had a rough enough day.
Aww.
It's on us today.
Aw, that is very sweet.
That's nice.
Yes. So Chick-fil-A's customer service just has never been unbeaten, in my opinion.
Not even close to being matched.
No, and this is just another level of what they do. They pushed my car. They gave me a jump. They gave me free food,
right,
despite me begging to pay them.
Right.
And when I was like, I need to pay you, they just said, just come back and visit us sometime.
That's crazy.
And these are just everyday workers. These aren't invested people.
I am totally going to go fake my car not starting in the Chick-fil-A drive-thru.
Fall out of your door.
$100 worth of Chick-fil-A.
Yes.
I'll let you borrow my car to be more believable. But
you'd get all set up, move up, then they'll still be like, sorry about your day, but it's $15.75.
Right.
Yeah.
Did you get your car fixed?
I did. After work, I went to see my mechanic, and I discovered that like it's a shade tree mechanic, so like super cheap and sometimes takes a little longer.
Yeah.
But I discovered
Sometimes a 12-pack of beer and a crack rock, and you're good to go.
Almost
All about the trade.
Exactly.
That's your mechanic, Dioga.
That's not the way, Casey. That's not the trade.
I
love
miss
it.
crackheads. They work so hard
They
for their
really
money.
do.
Yeah.
And
These new breed addicts don't do anything for their money.
Old school crackheads did a good job too.
Man,
Yeah.
I miss them.
But I did get my car fixed. My mechanic took a while to diagnose it because her voltage meter wasn't working. But finally, we figured it out. It was just the battery. After all of that.
All that? It was just
all
a
of that
battery.
was just a battery. Got a new battery in.
Batteries die sometimes.
Yeah, she changed the oil, and then I was
Like a champ.
I was good to go.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
What kind of car is it?
Chevy Traverse.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean,
It was a mom van for
hold
a
on.
mother of four.
2022 Bentley Continental GT. I'll give you a ride sometime.
I was wondering like what you were letting
And
your
then in the car.
17-year-old kid drive to. Did he go to Chicago? Is that where he went?
No, he actually went to this middle of nowhere town that no one's ever heard of on the west side of the state.
Why?
So
So it worked out.
So yeah, it definitely worked out.
Good
But
time.
She said why. My son is really into like Jesus, and he was at church camp a couple
Did you say
weeks ago.
Jesus or
Yeah.
Cheez-Its?
Both.
I couldn't hear all good over here.
Jesus.
I got really, my mouth started salivating.
Me too. I'm so excited.
Shit, it got real sweaty.
Church crackers should be
Praise
made of Jesus.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Hallelujah.
Cheetah, stop it.
I was
If
praising
you're gonna wear a
Jesus.
black shirt, at least be respectful.
But yeah, so he's really into God and Jesus, and he was at church camp, and some of the other kids there invited him out to like a revival, so he drove all
that's
that way
cool.
That's fun.
just for a revival and came right back.
That's awesome, man. I'm glad kids. At least there's some good ones still out there. I'm tired of the tool bag kids.
Yeah, he does. Yeah,
I mean, my
Get
kids are
lippy.
amazing. They don't go to church, but they're amazing.
That's just
Is
cool
that
that-
okay?
You don't
Yeah,
have to
absolutely.
go
I'm
to
just saying,
church
there's
to be
at least
amazing.
some good kids out there still. Is what I'm talking about. Whether they go to church or not, that's not the determining factor. But
Yeah.
still good kids out there. Corey, what else you got?
Well, I've discovered a few things that I always thought were true.
Yeah.
That just aren't true.
Ooh.
For instance, what
Why am I getting anxiety already? My heart's beating fast.
do you remember?
Are you going to ruin my life with facts?
Possibly.
I'm leaving.
Do you remember the story in the Bible about how like Eve came about? Like God took Adam's rib. Yeah.
Okay.
And so all my life I was under the impression that like men had one less rib than women.
Oh.
They don't.
Did
we
you-
have the same number of ribs.
Did you not?
I'm so hungry.
Wow.
My entire life
Ribs
I thought
and
that
Cheez-Its. Church. It's our church over here.
my entire life I thought that men had this like one less rib than women, and that's like how people were made. But we all got the same exact number of ribs. Did you really know that?
Yes.
We all had the
Hey
same
Siri, Uber
number?
Eats.
Everybody who took science class.
Well, I'm
Okay.
also a personal trainer, so I had to do some
okay.
anatomy and.
So how many
studying
ribs
that.
does Corey have? What's your guess? Let's go around the room.
I can eat
Gina?
like 40 ribs.
I was about to say he had at least 5 pounds of ribs.
All right.
At least.
Casey, how many ribs does he have?
going gentle.
Oh, I'm going 16.
Did they have to
Ooh,
remove
she looked you
any?
up and down too. Did you notice that?
Did they have to remove any for your pacemaker?
No.
Hey.
I'm
That's a-
seeing if they had to make room.
It's a
What?
legit question, but no, they did
Oh,
not.
that's true. Wait, if it's right, it's
No, he literally
stupid
has a
question. So I know
pacemaker.
it's right here, right? Somewhere here.
How many ribs are
Stupid, but
12.
is that on top of your rib
I think it's
cage?
16.
Yeah, it's 12. And yeah, so they cut a little like pocket and then they shove it down in. So it sits on top of my meat, my breast meat, if you will, on top of my pectoral muscle
Yeah.
and just like directly under the skin.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
No.
Nice.
So there are 12 ribs.
Someone
or
said you
24
have
ribs,
2
12
racks.
pairs.
You have 2 racks
on
in your
each
body.
side.
Yeah. Yeah, on each side.
Okay.
So 12 pairs, 24
Yeah.
racks total.
My guess is you have, by looking at you, you have at least Put your arms up. Let me see.
Did you have like ribs removed so you
36
could
ribs
reach your own
on each
penis?
side.
I don't understand why we're
36
having
ribs.
He has the same normal amount of ribs.
Yeah, the same.
Like I'm confused.
I'm guessing. I don't know. I don't know how many ribs are in a body. I don't know.
We just looked it up.
12 pairs.
I don't know.
12 pairs.
I didn't look it up.
There are,
I'm
there
just,
are 12 pairs.
So I went to Catholic schools, and they shoved that down our throat that like
Ribs?
You have
men
36
had-
ribs?
I went
God,
to
that's a good
Catholic
church.
Yeah.
Well, I was raised Catholic, but
Same.
So was I, and half the time I wasn't wearing pants.
Well,
Sorry about it. Too soon. It's too soon.
You shouldn't have been hanging out with the priest that much.
R.I.P. Father Robinson.
oh, you had him too?
Yeah.
He kissed good.
Yeah. He also killed a nun.
Yeah. You're right. That nun lived across the street from my dad.
All right.
I was
back
an
to the
altar boy
ribs.
for a father of a priest in Toledo who was convicted
tried for
of murder
murder.
for like
What?
40 years later.
Yeah. You didn't hear that story? I'll have to show you. It's,
Yeah, Father Robinson.
Actually, there's a whole documentary on it and
Yeah.
everything.
I was his altar boy. Like I served with him. I served for him at church.
Did you,
Can't tell you.
were you an accessory?
Yeah, it was.
You can't joke about that after
Too soon?
He wasn't,
he
he was born after it happened.
OM Jesus. That's all I got.
Or he would have been like 2.
Get back to Cheez-Its and ribs.
Yes,
Yeah.
Cheez-Its
What?
and ribs.
All right. So the other, this is kind of related here,
Yeah.
but camels on their backs, and this isn't the same topic, I promise. What do you think
MRSA.
is in the camel's back?
Lettuce. I don't.
That's where they store their extra water because they live in the desert and they have to stay hydrated. So they
No, I think it's just fat and stuff, isn't it?
It's just fat. There's no water in that hump at all.
Wait, there's no water?
There's no water in the camel hump. It's just meat.
So you're giving us like all these old wives' tales that have been debunked.
Yeah.
So it was not. So just
And
breaking news. Breaking news.
It's fat stores. That's all it is.
It's fat. It's like if you cut it open, it's like bright pink.
Same thing that's
Breaking
on Corey's
news right
back.
here on the Big Nick Energy Show. Breaking news. If you're just tuning in, we just learned a crazy fact live here on the show. Corey, say it one more time for everyone who's listening. Breaking news.
Camels' backs don't have water in them.
Boom.
Did you really believe that?
100%.
Like how I'm trying to visualize this. Like you pick like what is it like a canteen under the skin? Like I don't understand.
It's not a reservoir.
Have you seen like camels that have like the humps that like lay over and stuff like that? And some have 2, some have 1.
Have you seen people that have bellies that lay over or I mean, there's all
Don't
different
look
kinds
Corey
of
up and
fat.
down
Look
when you
at
say
your
that,
back.
Gina.
You got the saggiest back titties I've ever seen.
That's me. Gina.
Okay,
That's
first
me.
off,
Sorry,
it's
wrong button.
super perky. All right,
camels
so
can store up to 80 pounds of fat in a single hump.
Corey's a camel.
I told you, Corey, the camel.
It's for food storage. For
you-
energy when food.
you must-
80 pounds?
Same for
And
me.
one
This
hump.
is my storage.
And they got 2 humps, Corey. So if one hump is 80 pounds, camel has 2 humps. How
Not all
many
camels have
pounds
two
of
humps.
food can the camel hold?
but
80
not all camels do have 2 humps.
80.
In the event, Gina, that
Okay.
says Gina, in the event, good
Okay.
point.
There she goes again.
In the event,
ruining the
2
mood.
humps, 80 pounds
Her
per
backs.
hump. How many pounds total?
Well, the math says 160, but if you want to be like Gina and talk about like ratio division and things like that and just ruin the whole thing, it's a different number, but it's 160. That's the number we're going with. 160.
That's incorrect.
It's exactly the weight of my hump.
Oh, wrong button.
I also am storing. This is also my energy reservoir in case I need to break out into like a super run or something.
You know
like,
what?
I'm gonna
Are
go
you-
fast.
So check this out, Gina.
Like if I just had like the Flash, just
You could leave a building
it's like
at
a
this
big,
point.
it's like a big gas tank.
Give
You
some-
guys know I'm really good at mathematics. I did a little bit of research,
what?
and just bear with me.
I'm so confused.
Casey, check this out. I can live off of my body fat 180 days. No food or water.
That's not at all.
I did the math. I checked it out on Reddit.
100% not the case.
It
I
is the
don't
case. I
believe you
Googled
can go
it.
without water that long. But
Yeah,
food you can.
3.5 years, basically.
That's
Yep.
again
3.5 years.
Please don't put this into action.
World ends today. 2027
I mean, we're
and a
gonna
half.
outlive Casey.
That's when I'll die.
Yeah, we'll outlive Casey if there is.
I don't know. I can
We're
get
all
to
dead
a
first.
meditative state that will
She
keep
looked
you
up.
alive.
She looked up.
She's now all of a sudden she's the last Airbender, she's Avatar. She can get to a meditative state where she's just not going to burn any energy.
When you said that, she went like this. No. Nope. She's outliving all of us. Gina, what do you got for us today?
How many friend requests on Facebook do you guys have waiting?
One, because I don't know if they're legit.
A lot.
Just one?
One.
Do you accept them or decline them? Like,
first thing I do is I check out their profile to see how many mutual friends and just kind of scroll down to see what they're about. Sometimes I've been getting a lot of, I can reduce your home interest rate and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I know it's just spam or.
I get a lot of, do you need a cartoon drawn for you? I do digital media. That's
Really?
Oh, yeah.
but are
At
those
least
the
twice a
friend
day.
requests?
Yeah.
Well, first of all, if they look at you, you're very easy to draw. You're already a cartoon. You're already very cartoony.
I want a cartoonist. No
Right,
one's
I want me as a
hitting me up to
cartoon.
draw me
Yeah.
as a cartoon. I'd be
Okay.
like, yeah, we can be friends.
Just go to Cedar Point.
Listen, since you're going to let us go do a thing of yoga, Corey will draw a picture of you and he will bring that with him.
I will need you to be nude for inspiration.
Corey. No, Corey, that was
Oh my
really
gosh.
mean.
Or if you're not comfortable with that.
That was rude.
As long as
Gina.
I can be nude while I'm drawing you. Either way works.
What are you going to draw, like cartoon nipples? How do you draw cartoon nipples?
Don't worry about what I'm going to do.
I kind of want to see this.
I need to see
What
my
just happened
specimen
here?
first.
Casey, I'm sorry.
You just have to use your imagination.
I didn't know it was going to be like this.
Yeah, I need to think about that.
Forget it. She don't want the. You know what?
Do not.
Never
do
mind
not
the drawing.
think- no.
Never mind the drawing.
Dude, don't give him any hope.
I'm
Please
just
don't
kidding.
do that.
Right. God, Corey, what is
So
wrong with you?
and the reason I ask is I was looking the
Yeah.
other day and I have 91 sitting there.
Damn.
And the reason why I leave them is because if you decline them, they can send them again. And I don't want them to think like I accidentally didn't, like, I want them to know I'm not accepting your friend request. Like, don't send me another one.
Yeah.
Is this the reason why Nick couldn't tag you in the Big Nick Energy show the
She
other
wasn't
day?
even
No.
following the
'Cause
page.
it's-
That's not true.
It's just
I
been
was.
pending
I
this
sent
whole
you a
time.
whole screenshot to show you I was following.
It says one pending Gina.
It does not. I was following
Yep.
it. You're full of crap.
I tagged her and it
So-
said you've been deleted.
So the longest one that's been sitting here,
Yeah. Who is it? Let's call him.
I think it's 7 years.
7 years?
Damn.
hang on.
Has Facebook been around 7 years?
Yes.
That's been like 2.5.
Definitely more than that.
I don't know. I'm not good at math.
We're old as dirt. Yes, 7.
Hey.
7 years. It's right here. 7 years. I don't know this person. He has 51 mutual friends. But to be fair,
That's a lot. I think that's good.
So a lot of times pages get hijacked and then they change the names once they get them. So this might not be the actual person's name. I don't really know. But it's been 7 years.
It's a long time.
That it's been sitting there. The Raymond one.
Oh,
And in the event that happens,
Well, and
That's
I went
crazy.
to it, and it's got some girl. It was some girl as the profile picture.
Yeah.
So like, it's clearly this is not who it is. I don't know who it was, but whoever it was, I did not accept their friend requests.
in the event that happens where they re-add me, I'll ask them questions like, "Hey, are you real? Like, you have to prove it to me.
Oh,
Tell
yeah.
me something only you would know."
That's backfired on me, though.
Check this out. We're at the Huntington Center. Me and my brother and
don't
my
know
wife
who that
and my
is.
sister-in-law. We're at Huntington Center. Some girl comes up to me. "Hi, Nick. I told you I'm real," and then just walks away.
Oh, that's creepy.
Because it was some girl from Wallbridge, and she owns one of the bars in
love dark
Wallbridge.
and twisty stuff. Oh, what's her name? I live in Wall.
I don't remember her name, but
Somewhere around there.
But I'm like, okay, because I said, "Do I know you?" Because I get a lot of business people. So I'm like, "Do I know you?" She said, "Yeah, we used to be friends, but I lost my account. I'm just re-adding you." So I'm like, "Prove you're real. Tell me something only you would know."
Gotcha.
And then she said that out in the open, like that sounds shady.
It does.
Luckily, I still had the text message and like, damn,
Dude.
that's
Danielle,
That's
if I was
shady.
Danielle, I'd be like, so who is she?
yeah. We all looked at each other like, what was that about? I'm like, crazy. I was like, no, it's nothing even like that.
Yeah. But anyways, I'm not accept. So if you're waiting for me to accept your friend request on Facebook, I'm not accepting it.
Sorry. So if you
text her.
think that you want Gina as a friend, don't do it. Corey, on the other hand, he'll accept anybody.
Typically, like I do look at the profiles just to make sure that like you're not trying to
Yeah.
sell me a cow.
I mean,
or
look at him. He
an
can't be
India.
picky.
How dare you? See, do you see what she does to me?
You guys
This
do it
is-
to each other.
This is why I need your class to help my self-esteem after I. So I'll be there next Thursday.
We got a comment here in the Facebook feed from a zoologist said also the humps are how they cool their bodies.
Ah,
Yeah.
I did find out that those humps are apparently delicious because it's a really big delicacy in other countries. So.
Also a great song. Also a great song.
My humps. Yes.
My
it's
humps.
very
My
good.
humps. My lumps.
my lovely lady lumps.
Yeah. Good song. Great song. Gina, what else you got for us?
Classic.
My kid is moving to Columbus on the 16th.
How old is said kid?
So she is 18. She lived in Lima. She went to Ohio State. Lima.
Oh, so she's been out and about already.
Right, but Lima is like there's nothingness. So like I felt safe sending my kid. She was like living in this apartment complex that was like, a half a mile from campus, and there's nothing around. And now
she got
literally nothing. Yeah. Now I'm sending her to actual OSU campus in a dorm.
And she's going to have the time and experience of her life.
I'm sure she will.
Someone's working overtime.
And here's the thing. She's a great kid. She's very, very smart. She's got a good head on her shoulders. I'm super proud of her.
Yeah.
She's, she's very, she's intelligent. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not, but she's my baby.
That sucks.
And
it's hard.
I'm sending her, and I know and here's the thing. It's not that I don't trust her. It's that things happen.
Right. They're young. They're naive still.
And we go through to make sure you cover your drink. Make sure, like we go through all of these things and make sure you're always with a friend. Make sure one of you stays sober-ish, and which is usually her, thankfully. But there's still that fear, and I'm going to be 3 hours away.
You can't be right there in a minute.
I can't get to her. See, in Lima, it's like I can be there in an hour, and that still felt like a lifetime. Now it's like, oh my gosh, I just, tripled the time that she's going to be away from
They
me.
haven't lived the life and the scenarios of negatives that could possibly happen to understand everything.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It makes it tough because as a parent, you want them to be safe.
Yeah.
But that's how you learn is to go through.
But it's tough because you don't want them to go through some of them lessons because nowadays those lessons can be very, very traumatic.
Yeah.
At the same time, Gina, you're a good mom, and
But that don't matter. They haven't lived that, though.
What I'm saying is that she's instilled enough morals and values in her children that they can navigate through anything throughout life. There's not a doubt in my mind
thank
that
you for the
they're
compliment.
going to be okay.
But I don't think that's what she's talking about. She's talking about, like, for instance, the napkin over the drink or walking to your car by yourself or stuff like that.
Like, she's riding her bike on, home from someplace. Maybe she stayed at the library late and it's dark. She's riding her bike home. Like, those are the scenarios.
Wait, that's your kid? Late at the library on a bike?
No, that's legitimately my child.
That can happen anywhere that she is, but you'll just be farther away.
Yes, that's the part.
Tough.
Yeah, that's the part.
The library is also a name of the bar at Ohio State's campus.
Nice.
Also,
been there, done that.
My kid, she has like a 3.8 or 3.7, I think.
Whoa,
GPA.
someone lives in Sylvania.
She's very smart. She went to TSA and they're really rigorous. Their academics are really rigorous there. So.
Corey had a 0.8 blood alcohol level on his TikTok.
That is facts.
Oh my goodness, the Everclear one.
Casey, are you on TikTok at all?
I was, and somehow I'm like locked out of my account, so I got to figure
If
that
for
out.
some reason you get back on, Corey, and he loves all the 14-year-old girls out there, and he does this TikTok thing where he does a drink. I'm just saying, that's the demographic. That's all that listens to.
I mean, those are.
Do you still do your drinks? Are you still doing?
I do.
haven't seen it in a while.
I have another one that I have on the docket right now that I need to do.
Give her your rundown. Give her your spiel.
A little over 3 years ago, I had my very first sip of alcohol. Since then, I've been trying to make up for lost time by trying random drinks I find on TikTok and other creations. It's time to try another drink. And then I pour so I don't know how to drink, so I drink specifically
It's
like
shows and it tastes.
It will run down his face. He drank a glass of Everclear, Casey.
A glass. Wait, right here. That glass was full of Everclear and a little bit of what? Sprite? 7-Up?
No, it was all Everclear.
Yeah.
Chugged it.
You need some help.
Yeah,
I'm aware.
Jesus.
I'm aware.
You need
I've been
He needs
drinking for a long
Cheez-Its.
Do you want to help me drink? 'Cause
No.
we can do that.
Stop, Corey. Look at me.
Black Rock.
Look at me. Look at me. Put your hand down.
She's cute.
Look at
Why-
me.
I wanna look at her.
Look at Gina or me.
Yeah, no, I'll look at you. I'll look at you.
Cheez-Its.
I don't want to turn to stone, man. What am I gonna do?
Stop
I'm
it.
okay with that. Medusa was beautiful.
No, I was saying you need help with someone to not let you drink a whole glass of Everclear. You could hurt yourself.
Right.
I'm aware of things like this now,
Alcohol poisoning is a thing.
but so I purposely drink like I don't want to say an idiot, but an uneducated
Well, that's
person.
how you get the followers, right?
No. I do that because I've only been drinking for 3 years, and if someone who's only been, when did you start drinking, Gina?
I don't know. I was probably 14.
14. How about
Yeah,
you?
East Toledo shows.
About
so.
the same.
Okay.
From Genoa.
So if you're 14 years old and you're drinking, you're not reading
I think we
labels.
started drinking together.
You don't know about shot glasses. You don't know about portion control. So I'm drinking.
Obviously,
like
look at your body.
they
You don't understand
Yeah.
portion.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, like an idiot.
Yes, exactly.
An inexperienced idiot.
But I'm only drinking that one drink. So that Everclear drink was one drink and I was done. I did Hennessy and Patron, I think it was, or Hennessy
Mixed
and tequila.
together?
Yes.
Yeah,
It's awful.
in a pint. Full glass of Fireball.
Yeah.
I am not drinking with you.
Yes. Don't.
He did one in studio, and he wasn't the grossest thing in the studio.
Really?
Yeah, the drink was for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. So I just tried drinks, and usually they're disgusting, and people send me random challenges. I did the Hawk 2 video challenge recently. So
You spit on that thing?
There was a drink called the Hawk 2, and
Did you spit on that thing?
No, the thing spit on me. So
That's weird.
I don't like
That also that happens if you hot do it good enough.
yeah.
Hey,
I didn't even
this
see
is
it coming.
PG.
I was just like, you should have told me, and he's just like, no, I shouldn't.
I need cheese.
Stop it, both of you.
Jesus.
Stop it.
I
Time
need
out for both of you. Sorry, Kasey.
Body
I'm
of
sorry.
cheese it.
I can take it.
These guys
I've
are
heard
out of
worse.
control. Don't tell Corey that. It's crazy. Oh, Gina, got anything else for us?
Just one more thing.
Yeah.
I keep hearing a lot about a lot of people complaining about grocery prices, and I know, but the thing is that I know who's eating crappy food by who's complaining about grocery prices.
It's true.
Because if you eat
True, Corey.
relatively healthy, then the grocery prices are really not that bad.
Right, a head of lettuce is what, $1.19?
Right. So
$1.19.
ground beef at Aldi is $3.67 a pound.
That's it?
Yeah,
It's like $5
for the
at Kroger.
80-20. Chicken at Aldi is like $2.49 a pound. So I know.
Yeah, that's a deal.
But Doritos are very expensive.
$4.99 a bag.
Yes. So like,
I heard it.
and soda.
I heard.
is-
That's from a friend. I heard from a friend.
That was so specific.
Sorry, I've heard from a friend.
So
Jeez.
and Cheez-Its are
$3.75.
are free if you go to
Cheeses are
church.
savory.
$3.75 Walmart, $4.99 at Kroger.
Cheez-Its are savory. So if you're eating healthier, then it's really not, groceries are really not. If you go to Cialino's, and I know it's a hike, but if you go to Cialino's, you can get a whole grocery cart.
Oh, that's
full.
Italian. Hello, mate.
No,
Hello, mate.
it's a market. It's like produce.
Oh, yeah, I've never been there.
Right, I know. That's why I was
It's all
explaining it
fruits
to you.
and vegetables.
Yeah, definitely don't know where that's at.
Aren't they just over the line in Michigan?
Yeah, like right over the line. So it's really
Oh,
like if you
all of a sudden you got facts, Corey?
What? I'm just saying, if we're going to say them, we need to shout them out, man. Yeah.
they're amazing. Yeah, if you haven't been to Cialino's, you definitely should go. Except Nick, he won't.
Nope,
go.
I'm good.
So
I'm out of gas.
they don't have pizza rolls there, so you can't go.
Hey, that's
So,
mean.
pizza rolls are also expensive now. Like all the things are. So I'm saying, if you really are worried about grocery prices, then you're gonna have to make your own things. You're gonna have to shop healthier. You're gonna have to stop eating crap food. We used to complain like, if you want to eat healthy, it's so expensive, and now it's less expensive to eat healthier, and we're still complaining. So we have to pick a side here.
Actually, people are blowing up right now. Said you're wrong. Healthy food is really expensive.
I mean, we eat healthy at my house. Like we have produce, we have vegetables.
So why
we
is
have-
it not working?
I just eat a lot of it.
I knew you were going to say something. I was waiting for it.
But I shop for 5 people, and I don't even spend $700 a month on 5 people to eat 3
Jesus.
meals a day. I mean, you can shop. You have to use your head.
$700?
Yeah. So you what you have to do is there's 5 different grocery stores out there. I look online. It's easy as ever to grocery shop. I look up what I want to buy, and it's the cheapest at this store, and then I do a pickup order of the things that are cheapest at this store, and one day I go out, I pick up all my groceries. My grocery shopping's done in like 2.5 hours, and I spent
$700
for 5 people.
I stand by my statement. That's insane.
You think that's a lot?
That's
Gina.
your house payment.
Gina.
5.
$700.
I want you to think about what
Wait,
I
is that
just
per
said.
week?
5 people.
Do you think I have less people than that?
$700 a month.
A month.
For 5 people to eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and you guys think that's a lot?
So break down 700 over 4 weeks. That's $30 a week.
What?
Times.
I mean, it's less than $200 a
Wait a
week
minute,
for
I'm not
5
done.
people.
Times 4. What's pie?
And we
3.14?
eat good.
Pie is delicious.
Do you think that's a
Yeah,
lot?
but-
So it's okay. That's a little less than $200 a week.
That's what I just said. I literally just said
I'm
that.
by myself,
Wow.
and I don't eat that much.
Wow.
For 5 people, so you figure that's $40 a week for each person. That's less than $40 a week
You know what? Now that you put it like that, it's kind of a deal.
for 3 meals.
I'm
not-
probably going to get yelled at this because I don't actually do the whole grocery shopping thing, but I know I'm
It
extremely...
looks like you eat the whole grocery shopping
He
thing.
doesn't have any problem eating the groceries, right?
What?
Yeah.
No offense. No offense.
Oh, okay.
No
Thank
offense.
you.
You're good.
Anyway, so
Like he was gonna cry.
yeah,
He was.
but here's the thing, like
He's hungry. He needs a nap.
we don't pay for like ground beef because we have the cows, and we don't pay for like
Right. So
vegetables because
you look at me like I'm crazy because I don't have cows.
Oh my gosh, calm down, Sparky. I'm trying to justify and say I'm on your side
Gina,
now.
not Sparky.
Let the man
Jeez.
talk.
No.
Yeah, I'm just saying like that $700 seems shocking because I don't spend anywhere near that, but then again, I don't have to.
Yeah, meat is
you know?
by far the most expensive in all of it,
Yeah.
for sure.
So
But-
when you want some ground beef, you just go out back and kill a cow?
So whoever
No, I
said
go
that
to
on the comments,
freezer where because the cow's already been killed.
Oh.
I'm
wow.
sure they
Hashtag
take
murderer.
it to the butcher, right?
Yeah.
Like I can't see Corey out there gutting a cow.
You'd
No.
be surprised.
I see him riding one. Talk about his exes.
So whoever
Hey.
said that in the comments,
Hey.
I
The
think
big girls.
they're eating. I think they probably aren't
Yeah,
eating
he's
the
weird. Sorry,
healthiest
Kasey.
if they think that because they aren't actually going out and buying those
Yeah.
things. I mean, there are some things that are expensive for sure, but for the most part, fresh produce and all that,
It's
you
tough.
can get
It's
it.
tough.
I
pretty
feel like
cheap.
if it comes in a box, it's going to be more expensive because it's
Well,
processed.
they said
and packaged and
specifically
everything else.
healthier food. So it
So-
depends on what you're eating. So like, are you eating like pre-made healthy food? So like if you're eating
Those are expensive.
yeah, like
Yeah.
I'm talking about like fresh produce and then, making dinners from scratch rather
Corey,
than
check this out. Next
meals.
for your homework this week, I need you to go after you go to the hospital tonight and get that amputated. I need you to do one solid week of nothing but vegetables, fruits, meats, good food. And then the next week, get bad food. See which one's cheaper. Report back to us.
I mean, that's pretty much my
Report
life
back to us.
as it is now.
You can literally just go to Walmart.com or Kroger.com and make fake carts. You don't have to actually go buy these.
Hey, you can make a fake cart.
Yeah.
I don't want you to buy the cart.
But also, don't shop at one store. Like that's what
Go to
I said.
seven.
That's kind of
no,
my point.
it's
Is
convenient.
I'm
think
giving you.
that's where you're going wrong.
I'm giving you tips and tricks because it's not that I'm saying groceries aren't expensive. I'm saying they don't have to be if you do it right. The internet's a great place. Like I said, 2.5 hours, I get all of my, and I shop by the month. I don't do it by the week, except for like milk, things like that go bad. I like buy.
So how many times are you at a store in a month?
Well, I go in because I usually do pickup. I don't usually go.
While
in
they're
the
talking,
store.
we want to know in the group here, how much do you spend on groceries a month and how many people in your family?
So I would say I go to the grocery store. I do the pickup at the 5 stores basically in one day.
Yeah.
And then I'll go maybe 4 times in a month to get other things.
Okay, that's
Just running in real quick, grabbing a couple of things here and there.
Kasey, how much do you spend a month on food?
I was just trying to think of that. I don't even know off the top of my head. I'm single. Like, so if I get a loaf of bread, I usually get, like, I like fresh baked sourdough, and I'll cut it up and I put it in the freezer, and it lasts me.
She spends $6 a month on food.
yeah.
She's also
I eat a lot of chicken broth
and she's
and
really
mushrooms.
good about portion control. Like she really listens to her body. So like when we go out to eat, she can take a few bites and be like, I'm full. Or her favorite thing
Foreign
to do
concept.
is when we go out
that
to
means. What
eat with our cousins, like because we get together a lot. We spend a lot of time together. And so when we go out to eat with our cousins, she just comes in and then just basically takes a little bit off of mine, a little bit off of this cousin, a little bit, and she'll just eat for
So-
free.
I don't even order. I just have a bite of hers, a bite of hers, a bite of hers, and I'm full.
But it's
So
like,
you're cheap.
I mean, no,
Gotcha.
but what's the
I get
point of
full
her
really
ordering
fast,
a whole meal when she's just going to eat a little plate,
get
you know?
that.
So she'll have like
Cheap date.
an appetizer plate worth of food. I just spit on the mic.
throwing that one away.
Put on that thing.
Hot to like an appetizer plate worth of food. And she's full. Whereas with me, if you give me that, I'm going to be like, oh, that's funny.
So
oh, that's
here's
cute.
something I learned a while ago.
Yeah.
In Thailand, people eat until they're about 80% full, and then you stop because it takes your body a full 15 minutes to realize that it's full. So you think you might still be hungry, but you're actually full. That's why people overeat and get
That's
to the
my
point where
problem.
they're
I
like,
finish
"Oh,
my
I'm so
food in 10
stuffed."
minutes.
Yes. And then we
you
don't
chew
yeah.
slower. The more you chew, the better your food's able to be digested. The more nutrients you get out of the food. There's a lot of
Yeah.
little tricks to.
I
not
will
overeat.
100% agree with you. I know you guys see me and tease me a lot and things like that, but I also can eat like an appetizer and be fine. Like I can eat like one potato wedge and be fine for the day. Or I can eat 4 Big Macs and be fine. Like there's no shut off in my system.
Sounds so good.
But I know like smarter wise, it'd be smarter to just stop at the portion control. But like it's a mental thing for me.
It is.
Well,
It's a mental thing for everybody.
Sometimes when you think you're hungry, if you drink a glass of water, you'll feel full. Sometimes you're just thirsty.
Corey.
Water? Is that how it's pronounced?
Corey's definitely thirsty.
But to answer your question, I'm guesstimating I spend somewhere between $200 and $400 a month.
For one person.
Well, maybe like $200 to $300 a month.
That's still for one person on the high end 300. So maybe we're not that far off.
If I go to Meijer and I got, I like have a craving for something, and then I'm getting some potato chips and I'm getting this and that, all of a sudden I have like $80 worth of stuff, and I'm like, oh, what am I?
What just happened?
But I make it last for a while.
My grocery bill's probably higher because I also eat out a lot.
Right.
Well, that's not groceries.
Yeah. Well, that is. That's how I get my groceries for free. Anyway, but no, I
don't know what that means.
I eat out a lot. And
baby buzzer? I don't know.
No, I eat out
the double entendre, Nick.
more than your average bear, and so 2-3 meals a day I'm eating out in general. So that my grocery bill is always going to be lower, but it's not helping me
I hear you.
save money.
So
I know Casey's scooting out. Hey, we just want to say thanks for hanging out. And
thanks for having
we'll be
me.
in touch.
This was so much fun. I would happily come back anytime.
Nice.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks,
See you at
guys. Let's give her a
yoga.
big hand, guys.
Yay!
Big hand.
Give me money.
I'll see you guys at yoga next week.
Oh yeah, we did agree to that, didn't we?
Yeah.
All right.
Wait, next week I forgot. Oh.
See ya. But yeah, if you want to save money, that's my tips and tricks for you is to shop online. Definitely look at different grocery stores. Do pickup orders because I know you can't. It's hard to go to 5 different grocery stores and go in and shop. So do the pickup orders.
Have you done the delivery to your home? Danielle loves it.
So I did have. I had Walmart Plus, and they do the free.
Is that
delivery.
for bigger people?
I have plus size Walmart. It's a 3X.
Only 3.
So it was like
Corey.
It was like 19.
Corey. You can't say that.
He actually can. It's okay.
Yeah.
That's mean. Why are we always?
Because he's gonna die from sepsis from that hump on his back. So he can say whatever he wants.
When the show's over.
It's a dying
Go get
man.
that checked out.
So
It's not gonna happen, but okay.
Something.
if you want to, then definitely try it that way and see how it goes and save a little bit of money because right now we all need to save a little bit of money.
It's tough out there.
Things
It's
are tough
out there.
So
it's real tough, honestly.
cut corners where you can. That was
Yeah.
just my suggestion. Aldi's has great selection of meat for cheap.
I tried to kick Ashlyn out just to save some money, but she's only going to be 11. So I'm like, you got to get a full-time job or something. You know what I mean? So if there's any mechanics out there, roofers that need a helper, she's going to be 11.
It's child labor.
She's small.
It's illegal.
You know what?
Whatever.
Put her in the trades, man. Them little hands, they can come in handy.
I think Sheen is
Build
hiring
something.
kids. Sheen.
I don't know what that is. Sheen?
Sweatshop joke.
Oh.
I mean, I wouldn't as long as my kids getting out the house.
Temu.
I'm fine.
Temu. Oh, now I got it.
It can be a sweatshop.
Oh, someone said love the Big Nick hat. Thank you. Got it custom made.
I'm actually noticing another piece of paraphernalia
what's
and
up?
merchandise. You have a Big Nick Energy pop head or pop socket or pop.
Oh yeah, my bobblehead
Funko.
or my Funko.
Funko Pop.
Yeah,
that's dope.
it was a gift.
Nice.
Looks like me. He's got a microphone in his hand and the glasses,
That's
beard.
super cute.
Yeah, I made it for myself.
It was a gift to yourself.
Yeah, I bought it for myself.
How much was it?
It's like $40, and you can actually do couples now. So
That's
it's like
not
for like
bad.
someone getting married. Yeah,
Yeah, that's not bad
that's
at
cool.
all.
I saw it on I think Instagram or TikTok. I'm like, that's cool.
Corey's
Get
would
my
just be
own.
an 8-ball on a stick. Just. That was awful. You made it so awkward. He's been cracking on me the whole show. I get one off, and it's
Oh, that's
Wow, Gina, I can't
funny.
believe you.
Gina. You got 5 random facts this week.
I do have 5.
What do you got
random
for us?
facts.
I'm excited to put that down.
So-
What do you got?
This is and I had it up, and now it's
While you're looking up, thanks for listening to the Big Nick Energy Show. We're live every single Monday from 6 to 8 o'clock right here on our Facebook live feed, or you can watch us on YouTube live. After the show, if you want to check out our podcast, we're on Spotify. We're also on Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, and iHeartRadio. So you can listen to us on your way to work, on your way home, while you're making dinner, or you can even listen to the show while you're making love.
yeah.
Don't do that.
What?
Please don't do that. That's so weird.
What do you mean? You don't want the show in the background while you're getting
weird?
Give me that big Nick.
Oh no, that's so weird.
Okay, maybe not.
Isn't that terrible?
Maybe not.
Don't do that. That's
Maybe
awful.
not.
So also, I want to say hi real quick to my cousin Ashley.
Hi, Ashley.
What's up,
Is she listening?
Yes, she is listening. She said hi in the comments. But
Oh, awesome.
You didn't say hi back to her.
There's so many. It's hard to.
So hi,
We gotta think of
Ash,
something
love
else
you.
because I can't keep up.
All right, so random fact number 1. The first escalator was an amusement park ride in Coney Island in 1896.
Wow.
Movable stairs. Ooh.
I mean, okay, but you got to think back then, cars only went like 10 miles an hour. Like they didn't have, I mean,
True.
You said
not a lot of
1896?
moving things.
yeah. So, I mean, I think you had to wind cars up still.
Yeah.
Probably not, but
Stay classy, act nasty.
no, that doesn't fit.
No, it don't fit there.
that
I'm
didn't
trying
fit
to.
at
I'm
all.
trying to make this. I'm trying to make it work.
All right, hold on. Maybe.
Okay.
All
What
right.
you got?
Actually, this might actually work. All right, the guy who established Atari,
Oh, great game.
he also started
2600.
it just said Atari. It didn't get. I'm assuming just the
Looking for the model.
starting from the basic model.
I wanted you to feel like I had knowledge on that. And I don't even know if that's right.
I want to hear
Just
this
the
fact
game
because
system.
I'm going to nerd out after this fact.
Nice.
So, yes,
You're
please.
not. It's not like.
No, please tell
All
me.
right. So the guy who established Atari,
Yeah.
also started Chuck E. Cheese.
Oh, yeah, I knew that.
Did you?
Yeah.
Really?
Why do
Chuck
you
E.
know
Cheese
that?
from Atari to Chuck E. Cheese? You made it, bud.
Yeah, well, he
made it.
He also, so Atari had the ability to be bigger than Nintendo because
Yeah.
they were the first, they were the groundbreakers, but he didn't want a home game console because he didn't want people just sitting at home playing video games and becoming lethargic. So they focused all of their attention to arcade style games. So when you go to a traditional arcade like Dave & Buster's,
Yeah.
Chuck E. Cheese,
Yeah.
you see Atari on the game consoles because that's where they put their focus.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Real quick, someone said, why doesn't Gina do the Spotify thing? Yeah, what happened to that?
I can't hit those notes.
You don't have to. Just any note. You'd be like, Spotify.
You just get out.
Let's try it on Spotify.
I'll be the bass.
Yeah.
Like Spotify.
Here, let's try it. You be the bass. I be
Guys, you can
soprano.
check us out on Spotify.
Spotify. Is that
That
better?
was good.
That's good. Thanks, Gina.
All right.
She'll be a part of it now. Thanks, Lisa.
Oh, Lisa.
We're doing 5 facts every week. Gina's going to have 5 stupid or random facts.
Nope. You were right the first time. You were right the
show.
first time. All right, I got another one for Corey to nerd out too.
Nice.
The tell me if I'm saying it wrong. The Konami code.
Oh,
of
that's
video
Punani.
games.
Is it?
I'm going to
Konami
need you to
code.
finish the rest of that
It's-
sentence.
It's
before I say
also
something.
known as the Contra code. Up, down,
Oh,
left,
yeah.
Left, right, left. Hold on, wait.
Yeah,
Up, down, left, right,
A, B,
A, B,
start.
B, A, select start.
BA start. It's just
start.
BA start.
Oh, my bad. My bad.
It's
Damn.
appeared in over 100 games.
Yeah.
It's the
Oh, really?
it's the cheat code equivalent of Open Sesame. So like if you're playing a game, that's gonna do something in your game.
Corey, check this out. Next time you're on a date, go home, say these words. Turn the music on, and I want you to say these things to your girl. Oh, yeah. You lay her down in bed. Dim the lights, Corey.
Sorry, my sheets are stained.
And all you say, you grab her by the small of her back and you bring her close.
Why is it so sweaty?
And you say, up, down, select start.
No, first of all,
Panty dropper.
he can do if you do
Right?
this with the right parts, it might work.
Up, down,
Up, down,
left,
down,
right, left,
A.
right.
Where do you keep your A button?
I mean,
Your
you-
belly button.
if you're using your tongue, you
Do it
spell
to
it.
Gina. Beep, boop.
You
No,
write it
That's ugh.
with your tongue.
If you poke your belly button,
Okay.
Gina, does it go beep, boop?
If you poke my belly button, you're gonna lose a whole hand.
Yeah.
Whoa, a whole hand.
It's a cavern.
Is that hoe, H-O-E, hoe?
It's just like a baby pool.
You're going to lose that hoe hand.
Yeah, the whole hand's going
funny.
in. You might not get it back.
my
So, anyways,
strong
that
hand.
is if you play video games,
Yeah.
and you should try that code and see what it does.
Nice.
It may do something.
Might be.
So you guys know who Jackie Chan is, right?
Yeah.
Love her.
God. Yeah.
I love her.
The assassination with her husband, horrible.
Yeah, horrible.
No, of course, Jackie Chan. He does all his own stunts. Rush Hour and
Yes.
Oh,
First Strike.
hello, mate.
that guy.
Yes,
My,
that guy. That's a great accent. It's a
Hello, mate.
wonderful impression.
my first date was at a Jackie Chan movie. I had been dating this girl for like 8 years, but our first actual like hangout solo date together because we were like
8 years later?
yeah, it was like a kindergarten thing.
What's wrong with you?
Anyway, our first date was to a Jackie Chan movie, and after the movie, she proceeded to beat me up outside the theater.
Like, for real?
Yeah, to the point that I started like she was just
or was she like doing karate watching
moving,
the movie?
but she actually kept hitting me, and so like when my mom came to pick us back up, I was crying. And she's like, "Why are you crying?" I was like, "I'm fine." And she's like, "No, why?" And I had to tell her like,
"I got beat up by a girl.
She was beating me up."
Oh, yeah. Corey, I'm sorry, buddy. Yeah. I'm sorry.
What do you do?
Go ahead, Gene. I'm sorry. Jackie Chan.
Speaking of useless, boring facts.
Gina.
Yes.
Oh, Corey.
So, okay, Jackie Chan's mother was an opium smuggler.
Okay.
And his father was a spy.
What?
Yeah.
That's kind of dope.
Came from that life.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like he made it kind of far. Although, opium smuggler, I'm assuming she had like made good money, right? Like, no,
probably not.
I don't know any opium smugglers to kind of compare that to.
I've never read their tax returns.
I'm a little sad that I don't know any opium smugglers now, though, because I have questions.
I mean, I probably know a guy if you really want to have questions.
Not really.
I got some places you can hide it.
No, I have no. Your prison wallet. You got your prison wallet there.
Too soon. Too soon.
So yeah. Oh, and this one. So this one's kind of fun.
Yeah.
I think fun. Maybe you guys don't. You guys know who Weird Al is, yes?
Weird Al Yankovic.
Yes. So yes, he is a genius.
Yeah.
But I found this really interesting.
Yeah.
You know Michael Jackson's song "Beat It," and Weird Al did a parody of that called "Eat It."
Mm-hmm.
So "Eat It," Weird Al's song, hit #1 in Australia.
Hello, mate.
In 1984, I had to pause.
I just wanted you to be like, okay, Australia, go on.
Oh yeah. I don't know how they talk.
And I'd have been looking dumb pointing at him.
What's
what's
their accent?
In 1984, "Eat It" was #1, but Michael Jackson's "Beat It" only ever made it to #3.
Two things Corey does first thing in the morning.
Eat it and beat it.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good morning, actually.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not even mad at him. This sounds like he's going to have a good day.
For you, buddy.
I don't have anxiety.
But I just thought that was funny that the original song only made it to #3. And
that is interesting.
That is
I tried to buy Weird Al Yankovic tickets for my oldest son, Bo.
They give those away now.
You'd be surprised. They're
they don't.
Like $800, dude. They're
so
really
weird.
He's
really
around,
expensive.
and he's still
go.
writing.
Really?
Yeah, and other
he's dead.
No, and celebrities like they want him to do parodies of their songs. It's
he's a
honor.
legend.
He had a movie with he was played by Daniel Radcliffe. Honestly, one of the funniest things I've ever witnessed in my entire life. It's just the writing, the story, everything was just so over the top funny from start to finish. It's like a complete and perfect movie. So if you ever get a chance to check it out, it's the Weird Al Yankovic movie, and you can stream it.
I think I keep seeing that on like Tubi or something. Tubi.
Yeah, I don't know where
it's. I'm gonna check it out.
Nick just makes stuff up.
Yeah.
No, I remember seeing it like one of my apps. It's like one of the apps I don't have. Like when I open my screen, like Tubi or something like that. So.
Netflix.
I see that in the Amy Winehouse movie. You guys seen that one yet?
No, I haven't seen that one.
I want to check that out, but I'm unsure. I'm afraid to watch a new movie because it's like that's 2 hours of my life I can't get back. It's bad enough I don't get this 2 hours back.
We are a blessing straight from Cheez-Its.
I made it.
Straight from Cheez-Its.
We
made it.
From Cheez-Its.
We made it,
$700
guys.
Cheez-Its.
We made it. Oh, Jesus.
I like hanging out with you guys on Mondays.
I mean, it definitely makes my Monday a little
I
better.
couldn't think of two other people that I would rather spend my day with.
Aw, that's really sweet. I couldn't think of...
Just kidding.
I couldn't think of two other people that... I just can't. No. Nothing. I got nothing.
You just can't think about two other people.
I got nothing, guys.
I mean, I have to legally say besides my kids and what's her face. I also can't think of two other people.
Stop it.
What?
Stop
I'm trying to pay you guys a compliment.
We know how your compliments go.
If you guys are...
Hey, if you guys want to win a Big Nick Energy t-shirt, call right now, 419-280-2514. If you want to win a shirt, 419-280-25... You guys can't call.
Oh.
Why?
No.
I want a shirt.
419... Put your phone down.
We are the ones that come every Monday.
419-280-2514.
We don't even get free shirts.
Listen, when Danielle makes her next... Because we have some. When she makes the new ones, you guys get a shirt.
Oh, that would be nice.
419-280-2514 if you want to win a t-shirt with my face on your chest. And you want to... and you have to tell us.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Your Kroger water's nice.
It is very nice. Hey, Big Nick Energy Show. Who's this?
Kasey.
Hey, turn down. You got to turn down your show for a second.
You got to turn down the show.
Is that that's like big time? We just made it on the radio. When
you usually hear that when they call the background. We did it.
We are big time. High five. Yes.
Kasey, we're giving you a free shirt. First off, what size do you wear?
2XL. I told you that the other day.
Oh, you're definitely by looking at you, you're definitely a 3X. But listen,
if you want me to wear them all weekend long, I have to have one that I can wash.
He wears our shirts around camp. A lot of people at camp wear the shirts. A lot of people.
Like the mayor of that place, man.
It's kind of cool.
Gina, you got to get out and check out his camp. Seriously.
All right.
It's kind of not what you think.
More than welcome to come out, hang out for the day.
No, I totally want. I just don't want to sleep there. That's all. That's my only. I want to meet all his friends.
Kasey, what do you love about the show, bud?
Everything. I think it's funny. I think it's hilarious.
Who's the funniest?
And besides, when I'm going to be on it, well, I'm kind of partial to Corey, but I'm getting used to Big Nick.
He has a quota.
Thank you.
It's a quota.
Now, wait. You just left me out.
Yeah,
I'm gonna cry.
Okay. Camp.
What about Gina? Gina's cool.
I'm just going to cry now.
Great.
It's fine.
Gina's awesome.
Gina's awesome. Hey, if you're looking for a new or used car, check out Kasey. Kasey, what's your place?
Stillwell Ford, Hillsdale, Michigan.
Okay, I am going to
check them out. What's your phone number? What's the phone number over there?
Just call myself, 517-677-4646, the king of cars.
King of cars. You hear it from Kasey right here on the Big Nick Energy Show.
Kasey, I'll call you because
Kasey, I'll get you a shirt, buddy.
Looking for a car.
What city is his shop in?
Hillsdale.
Okay.
Pay attention, Corey.
Thanks, Kasey.
Just because it's called Hillsdale Ford doesn't mean it's
you're
Hillsdale.
his favorite. That's awful.
Okay.
That's the good thing about this show is we can give away free stuff. The next person to call in, 419-280-2514, gets a case of ramen noodles. Call into this.
Can I up the ante on that next caller?
What?
You also can have one of my children. Anyone? Pick
Next person that calls gets Corey's child. 419-280-2514.
And can pop the thing on his back.
If you don't like any of the current selection, we can make more.
Oh, they hung up right away.
Hey, I'm not popping nothing.
Damn, they got hung right up. You had your chance with Corey. Oh, last question for the day, guys. Would you rather have a in-house maid? You can't do anything sexual with them, Corey. Or an in-house cook?
Maid.
Why?
I like cooking. I enjoy cooking, but I hate cleaning.
Yeah.
So if I had somebody cleaning, then I would cook more, and I'd love it.
Corey, what are you doing?
I mean, I've had both. With a previous with a previous
someone
relationship.
lives in Northwood.
We have some standards. But
hey.
I've had both, and I will say, like, coming home to a good cooked meal, there's nothing better, especially since everything's already
someone that knows what they're doing.
Yes, but I also like cleaning. I really enjoy cleaning. I find it to be like soothing and
I will
romantic
cook you
almost.
dinner every single day. You can come over to my house for a hot cooked meal every day if you clean my kitchen.
Oh, that's the trade-off. I thought you were going to tell me to clean your whole house.
No, just
the kitchen.
Yeah, because that's what gets messy when you cook. No, the kids can take care of the other stuff.
Someone says maid because I can always eat cereal. I'm going with the cook. I'm on Corey's side. Like, if I go a long day at work and you just got like a 5-course meal every day, oh man.
No,
but he's going with the cook that cleans up after themselves.
Yeah, of course.
So,
that's what a cook would do. They'd come in, cook, clean up their stuff, and
honestly, like with a housekeeper, they don't like clean like we think they do. They clean like the deep cleaning stuff
behind the toilet.
Yeah,
that's what I want. I'll pick up
the
I have people
dusting
come clean
fixtures.
my house every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I have people come deep clean my house every 2 weeks because I don't want to do it.
Check
and they
this
come
out.
do all that.
Speaking of fans hanging from the ceiling,
I need to get on that.
That you live too far out.
Speaking of fans hanging from the ceiling, I got clips on my fan in my bedroom, and I hang my shirts after I pull them on the dryer, and I put them on there, and I put the fan on, and it just slowly spins them dry. Yeah, put them little clips. You know them hard metal clips?
Yeah.
Put them on there. Hang your hanger up there. Put 5. Because you put them on the dryer. Sometimes they're not 100% dry. So you can't really put them away.
It doesn't break it?
No.
Because your shirts are
It looks scary when you walk in there.
Does it look like you got ghosts?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
You forget and just walk in and get whacked in the face repeatedly with laundry.
Alicia said she likes cleaning too, Corey, so she knows how you feel.
Who's that said that?
Lisa, your boo.
Oh, what's up, Lisa?
Yeah, my mom.
Girl.
My mom's.
What's up? We can clean together.
Stop.
I'm just saying.
Stop.
We can make it dirty first.
Speaking of making things dirty, thanks for tuning into the show, guys. We're live every single Monday from 6 to 8 o'clock on the Big Nick Energy Show. That's already 2 hours. That went quick.
It did go quick.
I feel bad for your friend Casey.
No,
Why?
don't. She can hold her own.
Yeah,
I thought
Casey's
she
awesome.
did. I thought she honestly did amazing.
She did cool.
Yeah.
She did cool.
And great. She was very informative and a huge add to the show today.
I can't wait. For
Who
you
do we
guys
got
to go
next
to
week? You
yoga.
got one of your buddies coming in? Possibly. It's still up in the air.
There's still some conversation back and forth, but he wants to do it. He just has to check his work schedule first, and then we'll see. But I typically only try to bring in like comedians when I bring in people. So.
Are they funnier than you?
Hell no.
Yes.
Then please be funnier than Corey. Yeah. Please, for the love of God.
It just doesn't happen. Ugh. You can't create something that doesn't exist in the world, man.
Cheez-Its can.
Cheez-Its can.
Yeah. All right.
Also, if you'd like to be a sponsor of the show, drop me an email, bignick@thebignickenergyshow. Go ahead, Corey.
Since we're wrapping up, I just want to say, if you guys want to see the king, you can see him this weekend.
Where you at, Corey? Let me guess. If I can guess. Hold on.
Go ahead.
I have been reading psychic books, such as Dr. Seuss books, and listen, I feel.
All right.
Okay. I feel it's not in Toledo. We're going to weed Toledo out.
Okay.
It's going to be in the surrounding area, maybe Clyde, maybe Fremont, or even Findlay area. It's in the country. I feel like it's used to be something like a banquet hall, maybe. How close am I?
You're honestly not that far off.
Where's it at?
He read your Facebook post.
We're not friends on Facebook. I don't waste my time. Where are you going to be at?
I will be in Pandora, Ohio.
At Ted Fest, remember?
Yes, Ted Fest is
Ted's
this
Fest.
weekend. Ted Fest. Friday night, we have a massive car show. Bring out your cars. Registration's only $10. You get to see me, stop by Pandora Flooring, say hi. I'll even give you a beer.
Are you signing autographs?
I will be signing autographs and kissing babies, as well as signing
Don't let him kiss your
boobs.
babies.
Do you sign boobs?
Contagious.
100%. Yes.
If you're willing to do that, you have to sign Gina's right now.
No.
No.
That is not consensual.
Yeah, that is
highlighter.
That is not consensual on my part.
Here, I'll sign his back boob.
Oh, his mass.
But I'll be there on Friday for the car show, and Saturday I will be hosting the Noisy Neighbors concert for Ted
Noisy
Fest.
Neighbors are so
What? You're hosting?
Yes, I will be just basically going up, introducing. And
Wow. Talk about they last the highlight for the week and needed Corey.
I can't promise, but we might have fireworks.
What?
Yeah. So golf
He's talking about if you're a single mom and you
It's
stay
going to
the
be
night
just
with Corey.
him jumping around on stage with sparklers.
Of course, but we're gonna have fireworks and a huge poker run before that too. So bring out your golf carts. It's a whole great weekend.
We'll get into that another
in
day.
Pandora.
I don't know what a poker run is, but we'll do that another day.
Honestly,
you poker and run. You pokes a girl and you run. Poker. Run.
So all it is just driving on a golf cart to a bar and you're bar hopping, and you just
that sounds safe.
Each of them. It's monitored.
So if you want to check out Corey, you can catch him out on Ted's bed this weekend.
If you want to check out Corey, you can check him out at Ted Fest.
Oh, Ted's Fest
in
Ted
Pandora, Ohio. And if you want to listen to the Big Nick Energy Show, you can listen to us on YouTube, Facebook, and even Spotify.
Spotify. All right, guys. We'll see you next week. Thanks for hanging out. We're out of here.